Welcome, team. It is midweek focus. Midweek focus. This is Wiley. What's up, driver? Hey, man. We got everybody coming in on in. What's up? What's up, T Green? What's up, T Green? What's up, brother? Hey, we're gonna give a few more minutes. Let everybody come on in, and then we'll get started, man. It is definitely time. What's up, Tim? What's up, Tim? Good morning. Hey, it's definitely time. It's definitely time, team. I'm gonna give it another minute or so, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. What we got here? Oh, just got off work. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, it's Wednesday, so I gotta, start a little later on Wednesday. But we're gonna get started here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a look at those stats because that's what we do here. Now we're gonna start off with get these updated stats on Bryce. Now, Bryce, let's go ahead and look at this right here. Now, I think I got the wrong one up. I got the wrong one up. Yes, I do. Let me pull the right one up. Now, his stats got updated. That's pretty. Okay. His stats got updated. So here is his updated stats. His bad pass percentage went down based on that game. It was at 16, now it's at 15. His target depth it went up slightly. His yak went up a little bit, even though he had a lot of yak. Man, he had a lot of yak in that game, but it only went up a couple percentage points. Uh, and then drop passes went up from 3.3 to 3.5. So that's what Bryce did in the game. Now let's look at the results of Penix in that game. Now Penix, he had he only played part of the game, but we're gonna look at he played majority of the game. Here we go. His bad pass percentage went down a little bit. It was at 23. It's at 22.8. And as you can see, all the other stats stay reasonably the same. Now, when we look at our defense, I had to go to the San Francisco game. What happened to our defense as a result of that game, right? Here we go. We're going to go back to Purdy again. And we're
Mic
going to look at
check. Can
our.
y'all hear me, Wally?
Yeah, bro, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Already.
Yeah, yeah.
Already.
Yeah. So here, matter of fact, this is who? Oh, this is Bryce. Let me find Purdy. I thought I had Purdy. Brock Purdy. Uh, Look at our defense. There we go. Our defense here. This is the results of the Atlanta game. This is what our defense came back with. Now we know Trevor didn't play, but they got him as a starting linebacker, so they put them in there. And we can see Shaw Smith, Wade, his stats went down a little bit. But you can look at the rest of the defensive backfield. They had a good game. They had a good game. So we gave I think about 200 something yards, if 230, I think it was. But look, defense came out good in that game. Uh, they gashed us in the first half. It was the second half that really helped those stats out. What you think, Tony? What you think, Tony? I looked at both uh, the results of Bryce's numbers and Pennett's numbers, and now look at our defense. Now, what you think, man?
What are we talking about
You
exactly?
think those numbers look representative of what the defense put out there from a passing perspective?
Mm, you know I don't follow these numbers too well, Wally. Um,
Okay, I think they do because as you can see, J.C. Horn, he was the best corner that day. But if you look at uh,
Corey
Corey Thornton
Thornton.
had
Yes,
a good
sir.
day. He had a good day,
Yeah,
man.
he did. He did.
So
Very
him,
good day.
yeah. And then you look at here. If you look here, you got him. You got Nick Scott had a good day too.
Yeah.
And
Hey, I like what D Cash said. He said Thornton had a bigger presence in the game than Smith Wade to me and
yes,
Nickel. That's a
yes,
big
he did.
facts, D Cash. I have been asking for this change and this
Uh huh.
opportunity for Thornton for weeks now. So I was glad to see him go out there and put a bigger body in the slot. He's kind of twitchy like Shaw Smith way, but he a little stickier in coverage. So I was glad to see him go out there and ball and do his thing with the opportunities that presented to him, and that can only bode well for him going forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope we see that Monday night as well. I hope they don't try to put him back on the bench fourth quarter, so to speak. I think
Yeah.
he needs to be out. He needs to be out there um, with the defense from the beginning. To be honest,
Yep. Now that's how it came out with the quarterbacks and our defense. Now I wanted to take a look at I don't know if CJ does this on the Saturday show, but we're gonna look at the power rankings here because as you can see, the Rams are still first, and I believe we come in. Let's go down this list. Let's see where the
okay.
next see where them Bucks come in at. The Bucks
No,
should
he
be
he don't do
hmm,
power rankings on Sundays. I mean on
okay.
Saturdays. Yeah.
Okay, well we'll go down these Bucks. So the Bucks are 10 at 6-4. They're the top of the division, and if we keep going down this list here, I think we're 18th if I'm correct.
I think
Uh,
the week before we were at 19. Oh
yep, we
no,
went up.
we're at
Yep,
18.
we went up one.
Yeah.
So there we go. Right. Uh, that's not bad. Now, if we keep going down this list, where
Hold on,
does
let
the
me read that. Let me read that. While let me see what that says. So who's under the most pressure? Bryce Young. Young still has to prove he's a franchise quarterback, despite going 6-4 as the starter this season and throwing for a franchise record 448 yards Sunday. The pressure is much less than it has been, but he's still ranked 23rd in total QBR. And that leaves some questions as to whether he's a long-term solution. Before Sunday, Young had gone 7 straight games without passing for 200 yards. And when you know writer, who's the writer for that article for that little piece right there,
yeah. We all know it's our favorite.
David User, yeah,
But
Newton.
was he wrong? Was he wrong though?
No, not all the way wrong. Not all the way wrong, because there is still, well, for me, let me speak for myself. There still is lingering questions if he's going
Hmm.
to be um the franchise quarterback for the future. Like I
There you go.
said, for me, I have to see consistency.
Yep.
But
He has to
well,
do that.
bar none, I have to see consistency, and
Hmm.
I have to see him move the ball downfield with his arm, with his wide receivers. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He ain't got to go out and throw for 400 yards or nothing like that every week. I just want to see him be serviceable and just prove like he did Sunday when the run game is not working. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Me and my wide receivers and my tight ends, we can carry the load, and that also puts the onus on Dave Canales too, because he can't
Hmm.
revert back to the
No.
conservative vanilla play calling. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
He has to call the plays to allow them boys to get active. So it goes hand
Hmm.
in hand. Yeah.
Now the results of the game for Atlanta was they lost the quarterback for the season, and it also looks like they lost Drake London. They say he had an ACL tear.
Yeah. I think I know he has a sprained PCL for Drake London.
Okay, a PCL.
Sprained
Okay.
PCL, yeah. And Pennis has a partially torn ACL.
Well,
Hmm.
either way, they ain't in the game this week for sure. For sure. And unfortunately, they at, injuries are part of the game. Don't wish it on nobody. They went from
Right.
23rd down to 26, and then the last bringing it up for our NFC South. Where they at? Where those boys at?
Cool.
Those Saints. There they go. 27,
Yeah.
2-8. So that's the NFC South, man. I think if we keep on out the path we're on, we got a chance, man, to make it to the playoffs. What you think?
But yeah, we definitely have a path. Is there for the taking. Right now, they are controlling their own destiny. They just have to go out and play winning football, playing like they, you know, even if they get behind, they have shown the ability to come from behind in two of the games against the Dolphins and this past week against Atlanta, especially on the road. You know what I'm saying? So that
Hmm.
bodes well when you can do it on the road, not just at home, but on the road as well. So they just need to be they just need to stay focused, continue playing complementary football, and just do what they do. Just get better over time. That's all.
You can see our percentages right here is 22%. What's 22%? Let me see. To make the playoffs, win the division is look like it's 15% and 1% earn a bye.
Yeah, I ain't
Super
worried
Bowl,
about. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't care about earning or buy. I just want us to get in the dance if possible.
yeah. So that's you can see the next one 58%. That's the big difference between us and and those Bears. So hey man,
Yeah,
yeah. But hey, it's better than last year, Tony. It's better than last.
that it is. That
Better
it
than last year.
is.
Anybody say otherwise, they lost their mind, man. They done lost their mind. They done lost their mind.
Yeah, they
So
done lost
yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, I look at it like this: we are where we at, and I don't know. Let's look at this defensive ranking. Did they update again? Let's see. Now we still at the same spot with 17. So I think that I think that going from last year, just think about it. Majority of the year we were what 28 to 32, right? Majority of the
Talking about
year.
last year.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we were horrible last year.
I'm talking. I ain't
Yeah,
talking about defense. I'm talking about team defense. We know we're
yeah,
32nd majority of the year. So
yeah.
we're right now we are got a playoff chance. It's a small chance, but a chance. And our defense went from 32nd to 17th. That's a major change in 1 year.
That
Now,
is.
anybody that's a true fan will tell you that's amazing, man. That's amazing. At least me. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say me. I think it's amazing. Anybody can think what they want to think. I think it's amazing that you went from that to where we at now, and then offensively, I think we're still down there. Let's see. See if it made any difference. Total offense. Let's see. Oh, they moved us up a little bit. Oh, they moved us up a little bit. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're 20th now on total offense. Not bad, Tony.
mm.
Not bad.
20th. You said.
Yeah, 20th. Come on, bro. Shoot. That's
Oh.
what uh eight, eight, 8 to 12 spots difference.
Hey, I was listening to
Hmm.
oh my god, I was listening to one of them shows on YouTube. I forgot. I can't remember if it was Rich Eisen or somebody, but they
Hmm.
was giving a big shout out to Dan Morgan. No, Dan Orlovsky was saying it. Um, he was giving a big shout out to Dan Morgan because this year's draft, Carolina has hit thus far on every last draft pick, including some undrafted free agents that they kept. Like
Yep.
every draft
Yep.
pick and undrafted free agent has contributed to this team in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? And I think that
But
speaks volume because, like
hmm
I said, when he took over for Scott Fitterer, I was like, I'm glad that we have somebody in the building that's a football guy. Someone that played this game, that know what keep pounding means, that knows what a dog looks like, and on the field, and he looks at this game through the lens of a player, not somebody coming from corporate America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's true. And the thing about it is, I talked about the change in the scouting department, and people giving me they were saying that don't make a big deal. I'm like, come on, man. He didn't have a scouting team. As we can see now, that scouting team is pretty good, Tony. Cause
Yeah.
I and people kept saying, well, you can't do nothing bad in this draft. Now, I've looked at other teams in this draft. Are they players playing like us, Tony? Top to bottom?
No, I don't think there's no team in the league that's playing like us. You mean as far as with the draft picks that they had?
The draft, the undrafted guys.
Yeah. Nah, no, nah. To my knowledge, I haven't seen nobody doing it.
At the number. Now, there's some teams that got one or two, true. But I'm talking about the whole draft to
Yeah, I know
include
you're
the
talking
guys
about.
that, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to make
Yeah.
sure the chat understand what I'm saying. Because people, some people ain't understanding, man. That is not an easy thing to hit on all those draft picks.
No, it's
And
not.
we
No, it's
normally hit on
not.
by two a draft.
And that just goes back to what Dave and Dan was talking about in their presser. When they both got hired and talking about how they want to build a team and they want to build it through the draft. They said it was going to
Hmm.
be a process. It wasn't going to be no one hit wonder or no overnight type thing. So they building this thing like they saw it, and I mean like how they planned it. Let me say that they building it just like they planned it, and we're starting to see the fruits of it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got to crawl before you walk. You know, so
Hmm. Hmm. And I don't know, man. Today is a very I'm upbeat, Tony. I'm upbeat. I'm upbeat because it's becoming Christmas time over here. The weather changed, got a little nip in there. People,
yeah.
they got a little eggnog going, got a little cruise vine.
Oh
That's that warm
God.
wine in the cup. Oh yeah, it's time, man. Let's get football weather, baby.
Oh man.
What you talking about? Why you say why you say it like that?
Nah, I'm. Hey, no reason, no reason. You good? sound like you rather be somewhere else right about now, huh?
No, 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 it ain't that. It ain't that. It's just, hey man, it's that time of year. It's like, you know, you ain't been to Germany yet, have you?
No, I
Christmas
haven't been to
time in
Germany yet.
Christmas time in Germany is like it's one of the highlights of the year. And
Mm,
it's one of those things where it's like everybody is in a great mood, and when you go outside, it's like everybody's happy. It's like things are in the air, you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's not like I don't want to be here. It's just, hey man, it's Christmas time, brother.
right.
Yeah. So let's look at some more stats here. Now, I do have the all 22, but I wasn't able to put it on Prism because I've been running around. But I have some all 22 here. Do you anything you want to look at particular, Tony?
Um, no. Well, what you got? What you got? Because I got to
Hmm.
tomorrow I'm going to get my NFL pro.
Oh, okay.
Activate my NFL pro. So I'm gonna try to have something for Friday. If not,
Okay,
it'll be for following
we'll
week.
wait. We'll wait the Friday then. We'll wait for Friday. But all I'm saying is this, man, and it's just me. Uh, we beat it up the other day. We did a 5 hour show, and people got a lot of stuff off the chest. But I think cooler. It's cooled off a little bit. Dust unsettled. Do you still feel the same way you was feeling on Monday, Tony? About the first half, then go to the second half, or anything you want to highlight?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. When we talked Monday, and I made sure that I pinpointed everything bad and good from the game. So can't nobody say that or I was just talking about Bryce Young and how many yards he threw for, and you know, just I wanted to talk about everything, the offense, the defense,
Mm-hmm.
the first half to the second half. So make sure we covered all bases. So no, there's nothing that I want to hit on from this past game. Just
Yeah,
this game with the 49ers, I believe it's going to be a little bit more physical because I think San Francisco offers a more physical
we can
running attack. I think they got a better offensive line than Atlanta, so we're gonna have our hands full.
we
Um,
can look at their quarterback here, Brock
Definitely,
Purdy.
Kittle plays a lot better than
Yeah.
Pitts.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah. This
and
this is Brock. This is Brock up
yeah.
here.
Go ahead.
This is Brock Purdy up here now. As you can see, his bad pass percentage is about the same as Bryce here. His target depth is a little better. He getting about 7.5 yards target depth, but his yak is less because majority of the receivers are down. They're protecting him better than we're protecting Bryce, and they're dropping the ball at a higher rate. The
He
receivers are
gets the
missing
ball
him.
out of his hands. He gets the ball out of his hands quicker than Bryce.
Hmm.
When we go to the quick passing game,
Hmm.
Bryce looks more sharp and precise when we up tempo and a quick passing game. That's what he flourished in at Alabama. The quick tempo. When you go quick tempo, or when he in a empty with four receivers or five receivers, spread
Hmm.
the defense out from sideline to sideline. You can't hide your coverage, and it makes the defense easier to read. You know exactly what coverage they in, depending on the safeties. The box is lighter, things of that nature. So he operates best when it's up tempo and it's a quick passing game, get out his hand. And like you
Hmm.
said, if you can do that, going what some people call dink and dunk. Hey, if you could dink and dunk your way to 7 points, I'm with it.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too. Look,
yeah.
I forgot to say hello to the chat, Tony. I was out here all too excited. Hey, good morning,
Okay.
driver. Keep pounding. We
What's up,
got
driver?
yeah, we got T Green in here. T Green, good morning, good
What's up, T
morning.
Green?
We got Tim.
Tim
How you said
Bolick.
Bolick?
What's up,
Yeah,
Tim?
good
Yeah,
morning.
Tim
Yeah, what's
Bolick.
up? Yeah, yeah. And who else we got? With D Cash. You talked about D Cash a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
And then we got Tim got another statement here. The defense shut down Bijan and Drake London second half. I-
for
Is that
sure.
an accurate? Yeah, I think so.
Oh yes, for sure. I think they said, and I didn't know this. Um,
Mm,
I forgot who I was watching yesterday, but they said that second half, Bijan had 7 carries for 6 yards or 6 carries for 7 yards. I was like, dang,
mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was that low. He only had 104 total rushing yards for the game, and I think like 93 or 94 of them came in the first half.
Yep, he was
So
gashing us. Yeah.
yeah, so big props to the to the run defense and not letting Tyler Algier get going. I mean, he had that little touchdown, which was from like what 2 yards out or something like that. But he
Mm-hmm.
didn't have no big runs, ran nobody over. The guys pretty much contained them for the most part. So I was proud of that.
Now look at that. Look at what Driver says here. Driver said, yeah, he wrong
Talking about
because
David Newton.
yeah. He threw for 20 yard Dallas game. Yeah, I know Driver.
Okay.
And the driver comes back with a uh what was that? I gotta put this thing in.
But they dock him for XL running backwards on one of those catches.
Ah,
Mm.
We already went over Tim's statement here regarding Thornton, but we got D Cash says big props to was it Sherless? Yeah,
Yeah,
he went
chairless.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's a fact.
Yep, yep. And driver comes back to every game uh is a winnable game. Long as Bryce is the QB. He's the key. Boy,
I
driving the
mean,
best, boy.
he ain't lying. I mean, who else do we have you would rather have at quarterback, and you can hang your hat on and say, you know what, we might have a chance with them at the quarterback position. I know
Yeah.
it ain't Andy Dalton.
No, it
I
ain't.
know damn well it ain't Andy Dalton.
It
So
ain't Andy Dalton, and Bryce
yeah,
does have now he's 7-10 or something like this.
I
We
think
didn't give an opportunity.
10 of his 12 wins so far since he's been in the league have been comeback victories.
All right,
10 of his 12 wins have been comeback victories.
okay.
Yeah.
And then Tim comes back and says someone made a good observation with Bryce ankle sprain. He was less mobile and stepped up and climbed the pocket. He called it. Well, hey,
Yeah.
maybe it needed him to slow his butt down so his footwork got a little better. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Driver comes out and says Bryce 6-4, better than any QB we had since Cam as a starter. Well, that may be true. That may be true.
Yeah, that may be true.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. And then he talking about our draft picks. He said the kicker, our excuse me,
Wide
kicker wide
receivers,
receivers.
our
Yeah,
edge, our safety, all rookies. Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah, we
and
got
they
I
playing
think we got
significant.
one of the youngest teams in the league.
Hmm. Very
Yeah.
significant time, that they putting in. And then what we got here, we got Tim. Uh, Great scouting and analysis. The team and their experience and vision for a what's it?
I guess he meant to say tough physical team, not thought.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I thought so.
that's analytics, not analysis.
Yeah, man, I gotta put this thing in what you call mode. I got it in small mode.
I'm about to say you ain't got your glasses on.
I gotta, hey brother, I gotta put it in big mode. But you know how you have it in the smaller mode, and don't have it in full
Yeah,
screen. Yeah, yeah. And then what we
yeah.
said balled out, and then we got one. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's up, Nader?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. San Fran defense is soft. We finna look at it in the second,
Mhm.
ranked 23rd. Time for Bryce make them pay. All right,
Yes,
we go check
sir.
that out. We go check that out. So let's look at San Fran. Let's look at San Fran defense against Bryce. We already looked at Bryce's numbers. Let's look at the defense here. Let's look at that San Fran. There we go. San Fran defense. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. That is
Let's
not.
see.
Yeah, go
Diamador
ahead.
Lenore, he just came back a couple weeks ago from injury, so that kind of helped them a little bit on defense. Renardo Green, I I remember him coming out of Florida State because me and Doug both wanted Carolina to grab Renardo Green. Fast, he's a little physical, but I think
Hmm.
he's a pretty good corner. I don't know who Chase Lucas is or Luke Gifford. Um, yeah,
Yeah, that defense is they beat up a little bit there, Tony. They had a lot. Like they played
hmm
a lot of players. There must be some people got injured or something because that's a lot of players.
yeah. Renardo Green and Diamador Lenore they starting corners, and Upton Stout is their nickelback.
Hmm.
Jair Brown and Malik Mustafa are the two safeties.
And their whole
Yeah.
safety core is getting ate up this year. And linebackers. One good
Mm-hmm.
linebacker. Man,
Let's see
in
who's their
coverage.
linebacker. They got D Winters, Tatum Bethune, and Luke Gifford are they starting linebackers. And
Yeah.
Tatum Bethune is doubtful for Monday night.
Okay. Oh wow, I did. Oh wow, look at Tim. We played
Yeah.
against another former Panther, ADP
Mm-hmm.
Merrill.
He out there
Let's
doing his
look.
thing. He's out there doing his
ADP,
thing.
ADP doing his thing, man. ADP
Yeah.
like I'm still the most accurate kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So hey, realistically, against what Bryce just showed against that pass defense, he should be at least get, you know, average quarterback numbers, 200 and something yards, 215, 220. You think that's too much, Tony?
No, no, not against this secondary and not coming off that performance that he had Sunday. I think whatever the disconnect was, um, you know, between the quarterback, head coach, and the receivers, I think we can kind of put that to bed now. You know what I'm saying, and just hope and pray that that continuity between all three continues because
Mm-hmm.
we want to be balanced. We don't want to be one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's the run game clicking and the passing game is supporting the run, or when the run game ain't clicking, you need the passing game to be able to take over and carry you through. You know,
Yep.
and let the defense do what the defense does. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So yeah, like I said, I think the genie's out the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your expectations is, going forward based off of Sunday, I hope it ain't too high. You know what I'm saying? Or people thinking too crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see them be productive and do that thing. I don't want to see them revert back to this conservative play call and act like we can't throw the ball past 5 or 10 yards. That's crazy.
Yep.
Especially with the teams coming up, you're going to have to be able to score points. You're going to have to be able to score points against San Francisco and the Rams and the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. You're going to have to be able to
Mm-hmm.
score points against them because they can score points.
Oh yeah. And if you look at
Yeah.
their rush defense, they're 11th against the run. So we should have a chance here to pass the ball. We'll have a balanced offense, rather. You know, the
Yeah.
highest graded position is running game. So, so I don't know he got his people yet. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But this how they run defense look. I think Bryce should be able to do something. 200 yards, I think that's reasonable. I think we can get more than 100. What did they say right here? 103 yards. I think we can get more than that. We average more than that.
Oh, Russian.
Last, yeah, yeah. I don't think they're gonna sell out like Atlanta did in New Orleans. Therefore, there should be some running lanes. Am I crazy?
Oh, that's for the defense. That's defense,
Yeah,
why?
yeah, yeah, defense, yeah, yeah,
I thought you
defense.
talking about. I thought you talking about our offense. Our
Our offense
offense
should
running
get
about.
more than what their defense give up. They normally offense
Oh, okay.
normally
I
run
see.
for
I see. I
127,
wouldn't.
124, excuse me, and what
Yeah.
their defense is giving up is 103. So I think we're
Right.
gonna break that streak. We're gonna get more than 123. If possible, get 200. Uh, well, that would help Bryce. Get get if he can get 215 to 230. I think that's good, especially if you get a nice balanced offense.
Right. Right.
Yep. Yeah. Now, hold on a second. We got anything else in the chat that I missed? Here? What the T Green said? Uh,
Killer gonna be a problem. We need to contain him. Yeah, we do need to
oh,
contain him. He is gonna be a problem. He is
yep.
gonna be a problem. Just think of what Tucker Craft was um,
Mm-hmm.
at Green Bay. You know, Nader said this game is going to be a shootout. The only problem for our defense is CMC. If we can keep him under 100
Ooh, that's a problem.
yards,
That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah. I
problem.
don't. I hope that's a hundred. Do you mean just 100 yards rushing? Because I don't
Total,
think we
total,
keep.
total.
No, yeah, I don't. Nah, I don't think we keep him from 100 yards total. But just don't let him single handedly beat you. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I know. I think last week he had two rushing TDs and a receiving TD. We need to keep him from
Hmm.
having that kind of output against
Yep.
us. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so completely. Let's go ahead and we're gonna drop this link, Tony.
Hold on. Tim Bollock said something to you.
What
He
do you
said
say?
Bollock is German. My family is from German descent. My
Okay.
grandparents were both 100% German on my father's side.
Okay. Where they from though? Where they from? You say they German. Where they from? Where your family from? What part
Yeah.
of Germany?
T Green said don't let CMC score. Well, that'd be a tall task.
That's a tough task, man. Come on now.
Tim Bollock said we have his counterpart Enrico. That's true. That's true.
I
I
don't know about
mean,
that. There's
I mean,
levels to it.
I don't think he's calling him CMC. I don't think he's doing that. I'm saying he can be as effective for our running
Hmm.
game like CMC is effective to theirs.
Okay, that's fair. Now that's fair. I
Yeah.
will I will take that off the table. I will take that off the table. I'll take that off the table.
I don't know what this is. T Green put up
I
KPD,
don't
KPD.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I can't
See
see what
the
that is.
acronyms, man. These acronyms are killing me sometimes.
I
Acronyms are
don't know what
killing me
that
sometimes.
is.
I'm gonna drop the link. Hey, T Green, you off work, man? Come on up here, brother. Tell us what that means, cause I don't know what that means.
Anybody still ain't seen Red Swarm?
Oh, Red hit me up. Red hit me up.
Oh, keep pounding.
Chat. Yeah, he hit me up in the chat. He hit me up in the chat. Red doing good. You haven't said when he gonna put that chain on there.
Did he get it?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me hit him up real quick. Let me ask him if he got it or not. Uh, I hit him up. Go ahead and read the other chat. We got a new one in.
Let's see. Nader said this is high scoring game. Bryce West to get I don't know that Bryce needs to get 300 yards for us to win. Like I said, I don't need. I'm not gonna put a number on it. I mean,
Mm,
I
mm.
don't I don't I don't think anyone can say, oh, he has to have 300 yards and that would guarantee us a win or give us a better. I mean, he might can win it with 250 yards, or he might can win it for 200 yards.
Hey,
I don't
yeah,
know.
my thing is this: if it's a balanced attack, and with this game we have a running game more than a passing,
Yeah,
I'll be fine. Long as he don't turn the ball over, he's efficient. He's taking
that's
what
the
the
big
defense
thing
is
right
giving him.
there.
Take
That's
what the
the big
defense
thing
giving
right
him.
there. Yep. Take what the defense give you. No interception, no throwing the ball in harm's way, and no fumbles. You know, he didn't put the ball in harm's way against Atlanta. So I was glad to see that. T Green said that's what it was. Okay.
Okay. All
Nigga said
right.
49ers can be beat. This game is where we need our defense to step up the most. That's facts.
Oh, that's very facts, T. Green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
facts.
That is if we can get the defense to do that thing, yeah, yeah. We got another one for Nader. He says this. Uh, I don't think we can win it by running. Ooh, I
Mhm.
don't.
Okay.
I, okay. I don't remember no San Francisco outstanding defensive tackles, and Bosa's out. So for the years,
Yeah,
where's
Bosa's on
all?
IR. Fred Warner is on
Yeah,
IR.
yeah.
So your two best defensive tackles, I mean your best two defensive
Players.
players is on IR.
Yeah.
You your tier gross models, he's on IR. So
Oh, they got.
The opportunities are there.
Hold on a second. What we got? Carolina West. What's this?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is this?
Buffalo North and Carolina, the Panthers North and Carolina West.
Yeah, well, that's yeah, well, that's what it seems like. It seems like they like all our players. Hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tony.
T Green said we can, Nader. That's how you keep their defense on the heels. Yeah, keep their offense off the field. Definitely keep their
Yeah,
offense off the
yeah,
field.
very, very true.
D Cash said, "Do we have the offensive rookie of the year?" No,
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
no,
I
no,
don't think so.
no.
I mean,
He gotta get he
Ted.
gotta get a lot more yards.
Yeah, Ted is playing better than what I thought he was at this point right now. I didn't have a lot of high hopes on him when we first drafted him, so he has definitely played above the standard that I had set for him, which wasn't very high. Um, but I think Emeka Ibuka is part of the runaway favorite for offensive rookie of the year. T Green said right. I need driver. What's up, driver?
Talk to me.
Hey, why Bryce Young got on all those chains, man?
Yeah. When you go to Atlanta, man, man, it's nothing but scribbles and scribbles, scribbles and scribbles. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha,
Oh yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. That's how we went. That's how we went out to the club. He ain't have to change his clothes. He could just wear his jersey in the club. Yeah. Yeah. After that performance, Bryce could wear his jersey in the club.
Here
Yeah,
we
he ain't
go.
got to change
Here we
clothes.
go. Here we go.
Yeah.
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 What's your favorite
Motherfuckers,
wing? Lemon pepper.
man, listen here, lemon pepper. You know what I'm saying? We had 2 cups of that jack. You know what I'm saying? We had it all. We was over there cookies and cream. Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Throwing, man, we threw a million. We threw a million in Atlanta. We threw a million in Atlanta. Yeah, all
Oh
hundreds.
man.
All hundreds. Yeah. Bryce went out there threw a million in the club.
So
Yeah.
so so driver, what's I know you done made your rounds around Panther Nation. What's the word on the street? How Panther Nation
Uh,
feeling?
it's more, you know me, man. I baptized these niggas, man, so bad.
Here we
They
go.
ready to come to Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
what?
ready to, yeah, they ready. They so close to saying it, they don't even want to say it. They so close to saying it, they don't even want to say it. It's sad though. It's sad. See, Bryce made the motherfucker. See, to the people who actually just love the team and, like I say, criticize him when it's time to be criticized. They're the ones, they sit back smiling because know why? They got the right to criticize Bryce Young. But the motherfuckers who just wish us to lose because they want to see him gone, yeah, they rather eat crow right now. They eat crow. So much shit. There's so much shit coming out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got
Yeah.
enough baby wipes to wipe that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, so we right now at the point they ready. They ready to come over. But I ain't gonna let them come over. You gonna die on that sword. Yeah, you gonna die on that motherfucker.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Yes,
Well, what
sir.
you?
Oh,
What's up,
hold on now.
poppin'?
It's crazy. Hey, Abuka, Tech got more yards than Abuka.
Yeah, he caught up because
Yeah,
Ibuka was showing out, man.
yeah.
How many yards Ibuka got? Because I thought he had a
717, and Tech
Jackson
got
Smith.
a
Jackson
yeah.
Smith and Jigba is the one
Oh,
that
he's
has over
killing.
1,100 yards.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. He doing
I
this
got
thing.
him mixed up.
Ain't no catching him. Ain't no catching him.
Yeah,
But right here, see, right here, Abuka. Right here, you got
yeah.
excuse me, seven 17,
717.
and then
Yeah.
Tech is up here. Where's Carolina? Carolina,
Yeah,
he got right here.
748.
There you go. So hey,
Okay.
you never know. And
54
listen,
catches to 45 catches. Okay.
yeah, see, you never know. Bryce have
Yeah.
a couple out. Hey, played some decent games. Tech may get a chance. Unless they say the touchdowns, then that's a different story. But hey, hold on a second. Did they got close touchdowns? Hold on, I didn't even look at that.
Yeah,
Touchdowns.
Emeka got 6 and Tech got 4.
Hey, there ain't a big difference.
No. I mean,
No, they,
Tech could literally have like 7 right now. I know
yeah.
there's two he dropped right in the end zone.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That like I say, man, to anybody that's still questioning whether Bryce could push this ball or carry this team, you lost your goddamn mind. Yeah, you lost your goddamn mind. That was what you call a performance of a generation. Yeah, and the thing about it, you can say generation because the last time it happened was Cam Newton in 2011. So how long they been? 15 years?
Yeah.
That's close to, you know what I'm saying? So when people, you gotta realize, man, the last time we had a quarterback over 500 as a starter, 64, was Cam Newton. And right now, from that point, we went through almost 8 quarterbacks. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but y'all get the
No, I
point I'm
don't think
making.
you are. If that's not the number,
That
it's damn near
right.
close.
So we went through that many quarterbacks, right? And none of them was able to do that. So let's dissect this for a little bit. When you look at it, how many offensive linemen I ain't gonna say how many, from week to week, we done had what 8 or 9 different starting lineups on the offensive line, and
Yeah.
he was able to persevere through all that and still reach a career high, well, franchise high. With that in mind, with a running back that wasn't a part of this team last year, with a wide receiver that wasn't a part of this team last year, and now you look at this performance, you got to really get a man his props. You can't take that. Oh, it was just it was a Atlanta guy. It was on the road, and you
Right.
put Atlanta out the playoffs, which was a playoff game. So you people gotta understand, man. If you want a winner as a quarterback, you want that type of quarterback to be able to do that, especially in division games when everything on the line, when your season could go the other way. One loss, we won't even be talking about the playoffs right now. Let's think about that. If we would have lost to Atlanta, we won't even be talking about the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So everything was made for that game, and it shaped out in that way. So you got to give a man props, man, because what if it was a 200-yard game and a win? It still was a big win, but to do it with 400 some yards, 400 some
Yeah,
yards,
yeah, yeah.
with your defense giving up 21 points in the first half. How
Hmm.
many games you done seen where Bryson gave up 21 points? You feel what I'm saying? See, that's why I'm saying that you got to
Yeah.
look at it, bro. It went from Bryce giving up 21 points to the defense giving up 21 points until Bryce say, you know what? I put all this shit all in one bowl and I bring us home. So that's what I saw. I told y'all, ugly wins, good wins, some great wins. Now we saw a performance where it really ultimately was a perfection, a musical. You know what I'm saying? It was like the opera.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah. It was number slow music singing after we left. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
couldn't be hype.
Mm-mm.
So but give me a second, man. Let me check in the job real quick. I'll be right back.
What's up, Pop?
Yeah.
What's up, Pop? You up here, Pop?
Pop.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just letting driver get it off. Yeah, yeah, I let him get it off this morning. He had a lot to say, uh, as usual.
Go ahead.
You know,
Go ahead.
Hey, hey, driver gonna cut your ass out, Poppy.
I can't wait. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. All I know is, for some reason, when you're winning, maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all got it going on. I could run faster. I could jump higher. I
Here we
mean, the
go.
Saints game is amazing right now. Like not just what I'm saying. I've been going extra hard. Everything's been better since we've been winning.
Food tastes
Even my
better.
credit score done went up a few points.
There we go.
I mean, look at us. I mean, they said don't smell if you smell your own shit, but I mean, I'm smelling us right now, and it
Oh my
smells
god,
pretty damn good. I mean,
that
am I
boy
jumping out the
crazy.
window? Maybe, but this is Carolina football. This is what we all been hoping for to come into the future, and it's looking like it's going down that way. Now I don't know. Everybody ain't been saying it, but I've been telling people for the past 2 weeks. The cardiac cats is back. They got you up and down on the edge of your seat because you don't know how the game gonna end. They do. And look at us. We actually gonna have to come together because we're going to the West Coast. It's going down. So the Monday night game. Hey, remember at one point we can't even get one of them.
You ain't
who
lying.
who want man, listen. We could only play Sunday games at 1 o'clock. Now you talking about a disrespectful. That was disrespectful. That's how bad the NFL looked at us. They're like, we not even gonna give y'all a Monday game at all. You only play Sundays at
Yeah,
1. So if this keep going, you might see some games being flexed. You might see some games being changed if they keep pounding like they've been doing. Uh,
Hmm.
I understand what driver's standpoint is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he's very optimistic, which that's him. That's how he wants to roll. That's how he wants to roll. I don't want to keep jumping on the Bryce thing because that's just not what I want to do. I think,
Hmm.
to be fair, a lot of people have only said, "Hey, just be consistent." That has been the word that goes with Bryce. If he could be consistent, people would lay off of him. But since he's like I've called him bipolar, and I mean his play style. His play style has been bipolar, and I think that's an accurate terminology for him. It's been up and down, and hopefully, what we seen last year at the end of the season seemed like a light bulb went off. Maybe this time the light bulb will stay on. Every game can't be 448 yards. No. But if you give us a good 200 to 250 and the rest of the team does their job, I just think we could be very dangerous.
mm-hmm.
A very dangerous, unpredictable Panthers. We can run the ball on you, we can throw the ball on you. And we got defense as long as we stay healthy. And that right there, that recipe is a winning recipe.
I believe it. I believe I'm with you on that, Pop. And like I said earlier, these boys they just need to stay true to what has gotten them here so far. Make
Right.
little small tweaks here and there. I see that Ivero is playing a little bit more with the lineup. When I went back and watched the game, I didn't notice it at first. I didn't notice it while watching the game originally, but when I went back and watched the replay, I saw Nick Scorton playing a little three tech. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
for him being a rookie and he's bringing that effort and that energy off the edge, setting the edge. I love the way he set. Oh man, I love the way he's setting the edge. I love the way he's setting the edge and being the force, the outside forcer on certain run plays and stuff like that, and keeping the ball from bouncing outside. Yeah, I love the way he's playing, man. I love the way he's playing. So if we could just get Princely up to speed and get him to match what Nick Scoreton got, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because initially in the beginning of the year, you thought that Princely was going to take off before Nick Scoreton because he had got a couple sacks. You know what I'm saying? Made a couple plays or whatnot. But Nick Scoreton slowly walked them down and took over that lead, especially after Pat Jones went down and Nick Scoreton stepped into the starting lineup. But I think Ivero sees the benefits now of playing the rookies like he's been playing them early on. And like I said, Corey Thornton should be the next one to get that gets more opportunities going forward.
Yeah,
So I can't
let
wait
him
to
play
see
big
that.
nickel. Let him play big nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I wonder.
because what it looked like he was when he was playing the big nickel spot, they moved Trayvon Moore back to the safety slot.
Right. And let him
Yeah.
roam. My thing is,
Hmm.
I wonder what took all that applying pressure on Ibero to finally get to, what I'm saying, his rookies to get in a little bit early, get some more snaps. I wonder why that had to be a conversation. Why do you know what I'm saying? I know he's not the only coach. Ron Rivera did the same thing. We all remember
Right.
Brian Burns being the gunner, which didn't make no damn sense. And that's why his rookie season wasn't as impactful as we wanted it to be from a fan perspective. So I just wonder why are some of these coaches so slow to be like, you know what? I'm a wait till later to play him.
I don't know. I don't know what Bill Belichick was good for playing his starters on special teams because he believed that your starters should play on all three levels: offense, defense, and special teams. And that's probably one of the reasons why. Excuse me, burped. That's probably one of the reasons why his special teams unit was so good. They wasn't just um, low man on the totem pole, non-starters, people being brought up from the practice squad, or whatever the case may be. No, he had starters out there on special teams, and that just kept your team balanced on all three levels. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Right.
I like the idea. I feel like because you got a 53-man roster, but you can only dress 46 on game day. Like 6 or 7 of them have to be inactive. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So some of your starters, they should be playing on special teams. I ain't saying all of them, but some of them at least.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for this 49ers game. I think that uh they are very loved by plenty of people out here, even in the Carolina Panthers. Uh I see a lot. I mean, which they deserve some compliments because they have gotten to the big game. But then I talk my shit too. 'Cause I'm like, well, y'all didn't win. I mean, so I mean,
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
rooting can I do for you when you ain't win? I mean, I'm not gonna pick you up on my team. So, uh, yeah, y'all got there, but what did y'all do?
Right.
Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't win.
Not a
So,
dog.
I mean, okay, it is what it is. I'm not scared of you.
Me either, Pop. Me
I
either. I'm not
respect
scared
them,
of.
but I mean, I don't think they're who they are right now. Anyway, I think they're beat up. I think they're uh, playing resiliently. I'm not looking past them. I would never say that. I mean, because they got a great coach. And anybody he
You
puts in
talking
his
about San
system,
Francisco?
yeah, San Francisco. Yep. Yeah, I won't
Yeah,
look past them, but it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah.
I believe it's going to be a dog fight. You're right. They have a lot of injuries this year, and they've been
I
playing
almost feel like
out of
this
their
gonna feel
mind.
like a divisional game. What y'all think?
Oh, possibly.
Um. Well, they are in the NFC, so I
Hello?
mean, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I got you, Tony.
Oh,
Yeah,
I heard
it's
him
a
say
little choppy
hello.
or something.
Mm,
No, you,
But I was
yeah,
saying this is I think this almost gonna feel like a divisional game. Even though we're going all the way to the West Coast, you know.
yeah. Well, right now they both NFC teams. San Francisco is just one game ahead of us. They're at 7-4. I don't think anyone. Well, I tell you what. Let me say this: when this schedule came out at the first of the year, and I saw that we had a Monday night game with San Francisco, first thing that came to my mind was like they're gonna beat the brakes off of us. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I thought. I was like, you gonna put us on Monday Night Football against the 49ers
yeah, yeah, yeah.
at, at their place? Yeah, that don't look good for us. That's just what I thought based off last year. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, the
based
last
off
couple years,
last
yeah.
year. Yeah, but now you know
Week to week league. Yep,
week to week league. You get some new information that changes your outlook or your thought
yep,
process.
yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a such a daunting task
Yes,
as it
sir.
once
Yes, sir.
did. Yeah.
Uh-huh. They ain't no Giants no more, huh? They-
Nah. No,
now,
sir.
now, if they still had Bowles and they had the linebacker, it would be a different task. I'm not saying the guys that got out there ain't playing, but there's levels of of competition. Obviously, those guys are Pro Bowlers, both of them. So I don't
Right.
think these guys that got playing out there gonna be no Pro Bowl. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to eat me something, man. It's going on 1 o'clock. Oh shoot, it's 2 o'clock now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. But yeah, I I'm just trying to see here. What are we missing? What are we missing from this game? What are the possible surprises that San Francisco can have for us?
Um, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I gave everybody the kind of the recipe, and I ain't gonna say I gave you the recipe. I spoke on, I spoke on that Green Bay team early in the season before we even played Green Bay. I was like, bro, they not as good as what people think. And it's the
Right.
same thing that reminds me of the 49ers. They're good team, but like what I said, they missing a lot of players. So when you miss a lot of those players like that impact the game, it's like you looking at a team you saying they the 49ers. But when somebody beat their ass, like who beat them? I don't it was one of these teams. I don't know if it was the Texans or the Giants. And the Texans weren't even good at that point. I mean, they got beat by like 30 against uh I forgot who Texas got beat. They got beat bad. And then I think the next week they beat the 49ers. But it
Okay.
just show it just shows you that, you know, they not a good team as people think. And I think they end up playing the Giants and it was kind of more of a like a contest. And I think San Francisco pulled it out. I just can't really quite remember that game. But I just like I said, I just think the record is more of a, by them having a great coach versus a great team. And
Right.
and like I say, that's that's not gonna go well for them once they start facing some of those teams that have great coaching, and a pretty good team. And that's well rounded. Our special teams is a key factor in every game that we done played in. Because like I say, you could tell by the impact that our kicker has gave us game winning kicks. Uh, I'm pretty sure. where that kickoff return by Atlanta was like one of the few kickoffs that's been returned against Carolina all year, which kind of
No, no, no,
remind me of
no. That what you call, man? Remember the Patriots?
what
Remember old boy said
that
he
that
studied us. Yep, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah,
I mean
Marcus Jones.
yeah, I mean I was touching on that too. That's I mean them two games was kind of more of like, we got really, you know, exposed. But like I say, besides that one kick by Atlanta, New England game was the only game that I felt like, our special team let us down. So I'm just curious about this week right here, the preparation based on what has came out after the Saints game. I want to make sure they locked in, and if they locked in, I don't have no doubt that we'll go out there and get the win, and it's just gonna be another week in the office for us.
Yes, sir.
Mm,
Hey,
okay.
yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out because I was looking. I'm like, where do I see any, something, you go through this song, you try to find. There got to be a player or two here that's going to surprise us.
Right.
I can't find it, Tony. Am I? Am I? It's, I
Well,
know
no, I
I'm.
mean, right now, everything runs through CMC and George Kittle. They don't have any surprises that that's going to pop out and scare us. I don't believe. Defense, they not the same defense that they were, but Robert Sala still got them boys playing hard. So I'm not going to discount the defense, but it's not like they going to do anything that we ain't never seen before. Like I said, they gonna try to force their will with the run, and we're gonna try to force our will with the run. And I think it's gonna come down to one of those games again. Which quarterback is going to have a better day and make the least amount of turnovers? Which team is going to win the
Hmm.
turnover battle? And
Hmm.
which defense is going to step up to help their offense and help their team win the game? I think it's going to be a much closer game than
Yep.
some people think, because San Francisco ain't going to lay down for nobody.
Oh no, no, they
You
ain't laying
know,
down.
they
They
ain't
ain't
gonna lay
laying
down for
down.
nobody, and they
Mm.
can run the ball on just about anybody. So we gonna have our work cut out trying to stop them just as well as they're gonna have their work cut out trying to stop Rico Dotto and Chuba Hubbard. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's gonna come down to the little small, minute things. The little nuances of football that people don't really talk about that much. But they are at home. It is prime time. We got to travel across country to play them. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy by no means.
Well, I yeah. Well, hmm.
Yeah, I know you can't argue with it, Wally. I know you can't
I
argue
can't.
with
I can't, and that's the bad part.
it.
That's the bad part. I'm saying, going, doggone Tony Wright, Tony Wright, Tony Wright,
Yeah, I
Tony
know.
Wright. Yeah, well, and normally, I'll get up here and I'll be able to pull a rabbit out of the hat, keep the conversation going. Man, this is
And
like we're kind of evenly matched with that team, uh, especially when they lost some of their stalwarts on defense. And
yeah,
I can't see, based on the defensive pieces he has, I don't think he can do much more than what he did last week against the Raiders, right? And then
right.
and then if you look at it, the only question really is, can Evero be able to scheme up something that can uh, not give up big plays against Shanahan's offense? That's really what the question gonna be, I guess. Can Evero out scheme the offensive coordinator, head coach at 49ers?
That's a tall task. Cause Shanahan, that dude, that's
Well,
a tall task.
Well, can you define big plays?
Well, I don't think we're gonna give up any big plays, but what I'm saying is, if we can keep them in the same numbers that Atlanta got, I'll be happy. Because they're gonna get some plays, they're gonna get some run, they're gonna get some running, and they're gonna get some. But Atlanta got more of a big play receiver. I don't see. I don't. It's Kittle. That's it, and that happens to be our weak spot, covering linebacker. I mean, covering the tight end with the linebacker. So it'll be a
Yeah,
whole bunch of Kittle. Yeah, I guess the big play will be 15 to 25 yards popping.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to. I don't necessarily think they do like down the field big plays, things of that nature. I think, but you have to be very disciplined going against Shanahan because of a scheme. There's a lot of misdirection, if trying to fool your
yeah,
eyes. He's playing with the defense, trying to get them off target, make you think it's this, but it's really not that. Um,
facts.
because I don't think they have a great offense. Is it decent? I mean, I'll put their offense with ours. I can say that it might be a little bit better. And that possibly can come from just a uh, a veteran coach who's seen a lot, and I mean he's just part of that pedigree. Um, so I think if anything, they just have to play very disciplined and sound. They have to communicate when they go out there. You best believe that they're going to set something up to make it look like this. And the thing about Shanahan is that he would change it up. He would make you think that it's something different, and it'll be the same damn play. It'll be the same damn
Yeah,
play.
the window dressing is
Yeah,
amazing though.
Yeah,
His window, he know how to get that window dressing on there though.
yeah, it's crazy. But that's what you have. You just have to be sound and disciplined. So, and the way that Evero kind of like schemes, there ain't a lot of whole bunch of moving around he doing anyway. So he's gonna try to keep everything in front of him. Everything in front of him.
Well,
Um,
but last week the popping Mike Jack played a little bump and run.
well,
yeah, he did.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw that one play really caught my attention because it was I think it was near the fourth quarter, at the end of the fourth quarter, and they was trying to either score or tie the game, because they're trying to get in field goal range. No, it was actually the play before the field goal to tie it, and he had Drake London 1-on-1 and played a little press man coverage, and stayed in his hip pocket, got his head turned around, made a little play. I don't think he got his hand on the ball, but he affected Drake London from catching the ball. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Because
See,
I was like, because I don't know if y'all pay attention to the little back and forth that him and JC Horn has. And on Fridays, they like to play 1-on-1 against each other. Like goal line or 5 yards from the goal line. And he was playing some press man up on JC this past Friday. And I was like, as I thought about it, I was like, did that carry over into the game? Like, has JC been working with him on his press man coverage? You know what I'm saying? Because I know if we watch the game, we tired of them getting beat because he about 12 yards off the ball and they only got 35 to go. I mean, some got to give. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Sooner or later,
yeah,
something got to give, and I wonder if that's something that he's been working on because he
yeah. I
he
hope so.
for sure implemented it on their number one wide receiver, their best wide receiver. So again, it's little things like that can give a player confidence to say, you know what, I know I can. Not I think I can. I know I can.
yeah, that's huge. I mean, especially if he comes, cause people gonna try him. Like they're gonna go at Mike Jack. So, which is he should feel obliged because at least he gets some action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In order for
Okay.
J.C. Hornet to get some action, he got to come down to the box,
Yeah.
or it gets boring out there. So, uh, Mike Jack, this is a challenge that you know what I'm saying you took on when you took that extension. You came in here, you have a partner in crime. You might be his Robin, but that's cool. Everybody can't be Batman. And I mean you just do the
Right.
best you could do. You know, there's always room to grow. If Mike Jack had just a little bit more speed, just a little he'd be pretty dangerous. But you know, he doesn't have that. I don't think you can get any faster. I do want to
Nah.
ask y'all a question. People
What's
were
up?
these are I have never been a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I did running back, I did corner, I never did running back. I mean quarterback. I did a little bit of wide receiver too. But you know, I've heard people say that a quarterback can't get stronger. Um And I don't know if y'all know anybody who actually like played quarterback from high school or did a little bit of college that you had, you know, in your family, like in your family or cousins or somebody you might have been close to. Do y'all
Yeah.
feel like that's true that Bryce can't get stronger?
It's a
No,
choice.
I don't. Yeah. Go ahead,
It's a
Wally.
choice. It's a choice. Drew Brees broke his collarbone and he got stronger.
I
People keep
see.
forgetting that part.
I'm gonna
I
say this, Poppin. I mean, bro,
good,
I
good.
watched Tom Brady, bro, and this is not to. We're not talking about the GOAT Tom Brady. We just talking about Tom Brady as a quarterback. When that
Hmm.
man first came into the league, bro, his arm wasn't that fucking strong. He got stronger as time throughout his career. His arm got stronger,
Right,
Yeah, he
and
got bigger
it
too.
right, and it wasn't. You can't say, hey, well, he always had it in him. No, the man got actually got strong. He got better. He worked on
right.
all his game and got better, bro. And that what made him into the quarterback he is because he actually got stronger, developed certain things
Hmm.
that he needed to expand his game. But most people know that Tom Brady will pick you apart. But
Right.
his long ball and consistency at throwing the deep ball has gotten better over the years. It wasn't
Hmm.
just he came out just throwing the ball down the field. That was Tom Brady. I mean, that was Peyton Manning. They weren't talking about Tom Brady like that. And then, like you say, he started elevating his game and he got stronger. His arm got stronger, and he looked at more like the greatest quarterback ever. So
I I just think driver. I don't know if you work out, and if you do, then cool. But if you don't, if you was to start working out right now and start lifting weights, and if you started at let's say 20 dumbbells, 20 let's say 15, that's what you was working with. In 6 months from now, if you only could lift 15, 6 months from now, that'd be crazy. So I don't believe that if you start working out and actually putting in the right type of workout regimen for you to build your strength, your lower core, your arms, your chest, that you can't be stronger through time, especially as a young man in his 20s and then getting up. Even if you started working out, let's say in your 40s, I believe you could become stronger. So I really don't understand when people say, "Oh yeah, he can't get no stronger as a quarterback." Yeah, I think you can. He probably just doesn't like really like hit the gym and do weights.
I mean, if you pay attention to Bryce before when he got drafted into nine, the man he been in that weight room now. You can't say he haven't. That man is swelled up a little bit. It ain't
He look
that
like
much, but
he looked like he gained a little bit of weight. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he gained a little bit in the lower half, but to me, I remember when we drafted Bryce, and they said they had a plan for Bryce to put on some
Hmm.
more weight and get
Hmm.
stronger. I haven't seen that come to fruition in my eyes. Besides the lower body, like I know how important your lower body strength is to you as a quarterback or as an
To be
athlete.
able to push that
Period.
ball. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I would love to see him. He don't necessarily have to get bigger and bigger arms or you know anything like that. Just get a little stronger. You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
that's what I'm saying, Tony. Hmm.
your ball looks the same now than it did when you was at Alabama.
Yeah, I don't. I just disagree when people say, "Oh, he can't get any stronger." I mean, because if you're actually, I've seen even if y'all listen to J.C. Horn talk about he went back to where his regiment was when he had in South Carolina, and he's been healthy ever since, and he was pushing more weight. You know, he
Right.
was getting back to that more physical workout that he was used to doing instead of slimming down and trying to get too ripped up. He said, "Oh, I went back going heavy again." And it hasn't deterred him from that. Actually, looks a hell of a lot back explosive again. The way he's jumping out the air, one hand and catching interceptions. But I mean, I'm not saying Bryce got to necessarily get bigger, but I do kind of uh, push back when people say you can't get stronger. There's actually techniques that you can work on in the gym to get stronger. Can he
Yeah.
get a
Yeah.
Can he
You
get a
definitely
stronger
get stronger.
arm? I think it could go up a little bit. I mean, but it depends on what you're doing in your off season.
Yeah.
I don't think he can
Yeah.
go
That's
majorly strong. I don't think he can go up 10%, but he might be able to go up 2.
I
yeah.
mean, I'm excited, bro. Like, okay, Cam Newton could throw the ball 80, 90 yards. You get what I'm saying? That's cool. But you still need the damn wide receivers. You get what I'm saying? So when people, bring up, okay, is this on strength or is this and that? The wide receivers is there to make the quarterback look better. And a lot of people say, well, the quarterback make the wide receivers look better. I mean, that is a that to your point, that is correct. But the wide receivers are the ones making the plays. Those
Yeah.
50-50 catches and all
Hmm.
those, spectacular catches, those are provided
Yeah.
by the wide receiver.
Yeah,
And
but
and that's
they go hand to hand though, driver.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
One can't do nothing without the other. The wide
right,
receiver
right.
can't. Yeah.
So I
So I'll
mean,
give you an example, driver. You remember when we had that 4th and 1 after the fumble, and
fourth
we
and
drove
one.
it all the way down to like the 20-yard line,
Yeah. I know you're talking about now. I got you.
and Bryce had to break out to the right side, right? He was
Right.
almost there, but if he was just a little bit stronger, like his lower half, pause. If he was just a little bit stronger in that area, he might have been able to break one tackle or at least pull away a little bit to extend his arm to reach out to get that first down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
Oh,
that
okay.
is
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking
right.
about.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying about getting stronger. Can his arm get stronger? I think his arm can get stronger, but it depends on how he works out. What regiment? Because I know quarterbacks don't want to use flexibility in their arm because you don't want to get too bulky and stiff, and now you done lost the flexibility in your arm. Can he get a little? Can his arms get a little stronger? I think it can, but people will probably push back and say, "Nah, you can't get no stronger." I mean, I, I challenge you. If you stop working out, if you didn't work out and you start working out now, I think you can become a lot stronger than where you started out at the 10-pound dumbbells. And 6 months from now, you should be at least by 15.
Yeah. Let me read a couple of these comments. Nader said, beat the 49ers. We got 2 Monday Night Football next year. That might be true. If you win on prime time, you might luck up and get 2 next year. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Say Diggins said Bryce just laughed when questioned about lifting weights by reporters. I believe it. I think
He did.
I think he has been asked a few times
He did.
about that. Yeah. Diggins
he
said
said he
hopefully
said
he
he
won't.
bench pressed since high school. I said, damn.
Yeah. Said hopefully he won't end up with Lamelo Ball glass ankles. Now gone.
Nah, I
Shamira
mean,
said Shamira said King Bryce dropped his nuts on him and did. Facts. Yes, facts.
Here we go.
Dig it. Dig it said yak means more to the QB. Well, it means something to the wide receivers too, because they all gain yards. You know, when the receiver when the quarterback puts them in position to get the yards at the catch, and then the wide receiver get the yards at the catch, it helps both of them on their stat sheet. So it's a win-win situation. James Woodring 4496 that needs to work on his core strength. Yeah, that more than anything,
There you go,
because you
James.
ain't got
Now you hear what I'm
you
talking about.
you ain't got a bench press to get stronger. You can bands, kettleball, dumbbells,
Calisthenics.
yeah, calisthenics. Shit, do 100 push-ups a day for about 30 to 60 days and see how much bigger and stronger you'll get. Yeah. So, but I want to ask you. I want to ask y'all a question because I was thinking about this
Go ahead.
last night, and we when y'all were just talking about driver and popping, you made me think of it. Would y'all rather have a thrower of the ball or a passer of the ball?
Explain the difference.
A thrower of the ball
It's like
is
Lenore Sellers.
it's just like me and you popping. We can go out there and throw a football.
Okay,
I
okay.
could throw a football. But am I a passer of the football? A passer of the football knows how to throw with anticipation. He knows how to lay his throws. He knows how to um, put enough air, when to put enough air up under the football. Knows how to do all the little intricate things that it takes to play quarterback and be a passer of the football. So for me, it's always a passer of the football. I don't care how strong of arm you got. You like people that's a myth that the media and these guys on TV, these analysts, they always talk about, well, he ain't got the strongest arm. He ain't got the strongest arm. Well, I don't need you to have the strongest arm to make every throw. Okay. Joe Montana didn't have the strongest arm. Troy Aikman didn't have the strongest arm. Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm. Peyton Manning didn't have the strongest arm. Tom Brady didn't have the strongest arm. I don't think I need to go on, right?
Yeah.
So you ain't got to have the strongest arm. You ain't got to have a rocket hooked to your arm like these quote unquote people mention. When they mention that, I never hear them say, well, he's accurate also. He throws with anticipation also. You know what I'm saying? Like those two things are more important than how strong somebody's arm are. I don't care. You could throw 80 yards in the air. I don't care
Hmm.
about that. Are
Right.
you accurate with it?
Hmm.
And
I would
and
I would agree. I think the guy from the Saints. I think every Carolina Panthers can't stand him because he's a Swiss Army knife. He could be the running back, fullback, tight end, linebacker, quarterback. What's his name? I can't stand him.
Jason Hill, Tyson Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Taysom
Taysom
Hill.
Hill. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Now see, he's a thrower of the ball. He ain't no passer though. He's a thrower.
Mm-hmm.
And when see how I look at it, bro, and Bryce um
Facts,
ca-
Shamira.
case is he's a passer because, like I say, a player that can move the ball around to all those different wide receivers shows you the type of command he has and the type of quarterback. And I brought this up like 5 or 6 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys remember this. I said Bryce is number two in on target passes
Yeah, you did say
behind
that.
Josh behind Josh Allen. So when now that was what 5 6 weeks ago. So I always look at certain metrics from a quarterback, and when I look at that, I say, okay, that's something you could take away, and it shows that he's an accurate quarterback. And a lot of people will say, well, we brought up the deep passes, the inaccuracy in the deep passes. I mean, as a young quarterback, I would love for him to have that type of stat because, like I said, going into his third year, on target passing, second behind Josh Allen, is great. I mean, a lot of people, they overlooking that part of his game. So I say that shows the completion percentage and values that like I said, the advanced passing from last week, I think Bryce was like at 75% or close to 80% of the advanced passes, without those drops included. So
Mm-hmm.
when you look at it, that's a great he went 20 for 25. Just think about that. Think about that. On a normal day, Bryce will throw you 25 passes, right? So when has
Mm-hmm.
he showed you 20 for 25?
Yeah, I
For
mean,
Bryce,
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about just in a game. You know, at most times at the end of the game, the quarterback had like two, it was like 20 for 25, 250. That's a quarterback, that's what we expect from a quarterback for us, the yardage and the amount of throws. But that was like in like the beginning of the second quarter. I mean, the beginning of the third quarter, you know. So he was 20 for 25 at that point. Then he ended up being 31 for 45. You get what I'm
right?
saying? So
Yeah,
I just look at that game like, he was already second and on target. And then he just showed you out of 25 passes, I could complete 20. And a lot and within them five passes, I think some of them was drops. So if he probably went like 22 or 23 for 25. That's a hell of a stat.
I think another person that doesn't have a very strong arm that is a passer too would be Brock Purdy. He doesn't have the strongest arm.
no, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
He
yeah.
doesn't. But what he is accurate. And he does he does enough um to get the job done. I mean, he's proven that over and over again. Like, I mean, yeah, he's a definitely another example. Um, as far as like somebody who doesn't have the biggest arm but still can get the wide receivers the ball. Um, hell, look at Matt Jones. I mean, Matt Jones that came out of nowhere and he's looking like that, and we know he don't have no strong arm, but in that Shanahan
No,
system, you still got to pass the ball, and he's
that
been pretty
rhythm,
accurate. And
that
rhythm,
rhythm
yes.
and timing. You got to have, a lot of these offense, especially the West Coast offense, requires rhythm and timing. You know what I'm saying? You hit that back step, you know where you're going with the ball, make the
Boom.
throw, get it out in 2.5 seconds or less.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The West Coast offense was designed for rhythm and passing short to intermediate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. That's how um I was about to say George Seifert, not George Seifert. The coach of the 49ers when they won all those championships. What's his name? Damn, round tip my tongue.
Okay, thank you. I know you talking
Bill
about dog.
Walsh. Bill
Yeah,
Oh,
Bill
Walsh.
Walsh.
Yeah,
okay. Now we're going too
yeah.
far, Tony. We're going too far now.
Well, I'm just saying he founded the West Coast offense. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, he did. And
Yeah,
he got lucky that they got Montana, and then got lucky again by picking people keep forgetting Steve was no good.
yeah,
Remember he was on Tampa. Nobody wanted him.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Steve with it actually got with it to the he got drafted into the what's it called, if I'm not mistaken.
XFL, I think it
Yeah, the
was.
XFL, and he chose that because they was gonna pay him the money. So I
hmm
think
Hmm.
people do. He was already a hell of a player. That we can't take that away from Steve. He was a motherfucker coming out of college. But like I
yeah.
say,
He was a dual threat quarterback at BYU.
yeah, know what I say. He was a dog,
Yeah,
because like I said, I got family members who full blooded San Francisco fans. You know what I'm saying? So I know
yeah.
the history on his ass off the roof. But I'm gonna kind of veer off into this, man, because I wanted to say this earlier, and I did bring this up when I was ranting about Bryce. Uh,
Hold that thought, Joe. Hold that thought. Hey,
uh
PPP, come and join the conversation, my brother. Hit that link up. I think um Wallet's already added up there somewhere. It's not too far up, but hit that link up and come up and join us, man. Go ahead, driver. My bad.
yeah, it was a question I wanted to ask out, and I had to leave out, but I wanted to say this: when Jonathan Taylor ran for 200 some yards against Atlanta, and they went into overtime. That remarkable performance that happened
Hmm
between the Colts and Atlanta. Okay, we go to the next week. That same team that took the Colts to overtime, probably like what number one or number two in the AFC, beat Atlanta in overtime. We come back the next week and Bryce put up 400 yards without, a running back over 60 yards, which the previous week they gave up damn near 300 yards on the ground. So
Right.
which performance is more better, the Jonathan Taylor or the Bryce?
Ooh. I mean, they both did it two
Mm,
different ways because
yeah, yeah, that's what
they
I'm gonna
both
say.
came from behind. They both came from behind to win the game. Um, for I mean I hey when Jonathan Taylor did what he did against them, I was like that boy. Well, he was already hell, but I was like, yeah, he got to be in the serious conversation for MVP, even though 9 times out of 10 is going to go to a quarterback, but he has to be in that conversation. Now you turn around and you look at Bryson, what he did. He did it through the air. He did something that nobody thought he could do. I didn't even think he could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, the fact, I changed my stance on that driver because that's a good one because what Jonathan Taylor did, he had already done before. This wasn't the first time he had over 200
Right.
yards in the
Yeah.
game.
Think about
This
it.
was
Think about it.
Bryce. Yeah, this is Bryce. Yeah, I would have to say what Bryce did was a little bit more impactful than Jonathan Taylor because this is something he has never done and nobody gave him a chance in hell to put up 400 yards, 400
On the
plus
ru-
yards
yeah.
on the number one
You,
ranked defense, pass defense in
and
the league.
you know what's so crazy about that driver that you brought that up, and Tony, they they got ran on, right? They seen the blueprint of what the Saints did that's trying to stop our run. They came in thinking, okay, yeah, we're gonna stop the run and that's gonna be it. Because the Saints just did it, and we ain't gonna allow nobody else to run on us like that. We just went through last week, and we threw the ball on you on a good secondary.
That's
Yeah,
see that's
yeah.
why I say see Jonathan Taylor ran against a lot of defense that was struggling in the run game. Bryce ran against a lot of defense that was number one in the pass game and two their ass up. See, that's why I'm asking y'all like which performance was better. Because I heard what you said, Todd, but with people, they I feel like they leaving that part out. It feel like they leaving that part out about how
Mm.
impressive that win was. So I just wanted to, get y'all guys.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say one thing too. I believe it was SLR that was on here that I made that bet. SLR, don't forget about me. 'Cause I
Oh
believe
yeah,
he was
y'all
right
did
here.
make a bet.
Yeah,
Y'all did make a
I believe it
bet.
was right here on Panther Germany
Yeah.
on a morning
Yeah.
show when you betted me
Yes, you
a
did.
hundred dollars
$100. Yeah.
that Canales would be gone by the end of the season. He would not be the head coach going into next year. You can go ahead and send me that money, brother. You can wait though. I'll be waiting for you. I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, hey Papa, you know how much money Bryce done won a lot of these motherfuckers? A lot. And let's think about it, man. Bryce is winning you money? Oh my God.
Oh hell, Monday they was already taking bets for this coming Monday. I'm like, y'all can't even let this win settle in. Y'all listen, man. I ain't, you know what?
You right,
I ain't
driver.
gonna go there.
Bryce
I ain't
has
gonna
made me
go
some
there.
money this year. He did. Him
That,
and Canales. I
man,
got
they
him
make
red. I done
yeah.
shook red pockets twice this year.
That's what I'm saying. Bryce is what you call. Hey, I told him, I said, man, I ain't betting until next year. See, next year they're gonna be scared. Don't 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 run for me next year. Nah. I'm gonna have an experienced wide receiver core. I'm gonna have a more experienced quarterback. I'm gonna have a more experienced defense. Now line that shit up. See, that's where I would have catch him where it hurt at.
See,
Yeah.
the problem with it is, driver, you ain't gonna have no Falcons fan bet you anyway. We only got one out here that actually pulls up and stays true to the cause. The other ones they don't come around. Now you ain't got no Bucks fan out here either pulling up on the Carolina Panther show, because like I said, I don't know where the hell they have. And the Saints fan, well, you already know
Man, they only come
they
when they win. So, like I said,
that's it.
man, the guy came up on that Black Cat Pounder show the other day. I was on there.
Yeah,
I've been on that. We all know. I ain't heard from this motherfucker all year long.
you ain't going to.
He done brought his motherfucking monkey ass up there. Oh, we this and that. I asked him clear as day, is the Saints better than the Panthers? This motherfucker said, yeah. And he also said they gonna sweep us. And I was thinking in my head, what was this motherfucker all year?
Drive, I know you don't bet. I know you don't. But what? Just take his money.
Nah, I'm gonna get him. See, next year they gonna
I
think
hate
it's
the
a
Saints.
mirage. I know it. See, I want everybody to think it's fool's gold. See, next year it's still gonna be a lot of motherfuckers who just gonna be chasing that bright shit. See, I'm a Panther fan. I'm waiting on my team to get together. So I know for sure I'm gonna get this money. Yeah, yeah. So
Right.
once these young players develop the way we develop it, and then we finna go through a stretch of playing against playoff teams. So they gonna learn how to win within these next stretch of games. By next year, start the season. I don't see us start the season the same way we started off last year. I guarantee you
Mm.
that. So
Nah.
I think Canales gonna be more prepared. I think a lot of teams they're gonna come out and they're gonna not overlook us. And I think
Hmm.
that's gonna give us the edge because they're gonna play into the hands that's dealt. They're gonna over pursue, overplay, and we're gonna have, the cards and decks to counter, and which that showed that against Atlanta. Because if our wide receivers was healthy at the beginning of the season, I honestly believe that we'll have a different record at this point. So, uh,
Um, Wiley, I know you've been doing the early, way too early mocks. Have we dropped, sir? Have we dropped?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got what?
Uh, Cause we were at 16. Where are we sitting at
Mm-hmm.
now?
18,
Okay.
something like that.
Probably.
That's a
And I
good
look,
question.
and you know what they said on that when I watched the a
I
mock
brought it up
draft
'cause I
this
know the people
morning.
might want to see it.
And you know what they
Mm-hmm.
said we our number one need is? I hate to say it.
What's
They said
that?
wide receiver.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And now you know me, bro. I don't want no fucking wide receiver. But I'm saying that to say that it's people questioning the quarterback and it's people out here still questioning our wide receivers. You get what I'm saying? So it's more of a double jab at us because, like I say, Bryce has underperformed and now they still, holding their hat on the early part of the season. So I just hope, that narrative changed, by Monday. I think Bryce gonna put all the motherfuckers to sleep Monday.
Yeah,
They
right now
got this
we have pick 17.
17. 17. Yeah.
Dang, 17. We done dropped one. Okay. Hey,
Still have some good picks though.
I ain't mad at it. I mean, hey, we keep going the way we're going. We'll be some down there in the 20s.
You
Mm-hmm.
heard?
We'll be down there
Yes,
in the
sir.
20s.
And people
Everybody may not like that though. But you
and
can't make
I was
everybody
just
happy.
going to say that, Papa. I was
You
just
already
going to
know.
say that people are always talking about, man, we need a tank so we can have better draft pick. Like, are you listening to what you're saying?
No.
Go into a locker room with grown ass men, make this as a living to feed their families, and put their body on the line week in and week out, and the things that you don't even see behind the scenes that they do to prepare themselves to play on Sundays, and you gonna go ask one of them or some of them, hey man, hey listen, y'all know if y'all lose the rest of the game, you might be able to pick 6 to 8. I think that's gonna benefit the team. Man, it probably beat you probably get beat to death.
Won't make
Yeah,
it
they
out
ain't
the
gonna.
locker room.
Nah, they ain't gonna
Won't
worry,
make it.
Tony.
Won't make
Don't
it
worry.
out.
Uh-uh.
Won't make it out.
You know, the thing is that um
Dumbest shit I ever heard.
uh there's no need to say that anyway because the Carolina Panthers don't tank. So there's no even no need to like mention like we should tank, we should tank. We've been terrible enough. We didn't have to tank.
Right,
They're,
like
they're, they're
we
not
did.
they're not they're not tanking for nobody. Not this organization now. Maybe some other ones. You know, maybe the Saints.
They is
Maybe some
taking
maybe
those popping. Then think about this. They started
no.
a rookie
They're just
kicker.
bad.
Nah,
They're just bad.
just listen to me, Poppy. We started a rookie kicker. We started a rookie edge. We started a rookie wide receiver. Our safety damn near played half of the snaps as a rookie. So what more do they fucking want? What are you taking for? Rookies are on the field. You want
Calm
more
down,
rookies?
calm down, driver. Put that yak down. Yeah, yak coffee.
No, I'm just saying that's how crazy they be sounding, man. We got a
And listen,
rookie class is performing, and you want more rookies.
Well, I
yeah,
mean, there's nothing. I mean, no matter where you draft that, you're gonna be drafting a rookie.
yeah.
That's no matter where you draft that, you just last year and the year before, Carolina was not in the position to draft best available player. You had to draft for needs. Now I don't feel like the needs are as big as they used to be. So you may get away with drafting best available, but I do think there's two or three holes that you want to shore up. You want to add some depth in free agency later on in the draft. Continue building on that depth. But there's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars in the first 2 to 3 rounds. I'm always in the mindset I'm looking for a starter. I'm looking for somebody that can come and
First three
plug and
round starters to
play.
me. First three
Yeah,
rounds,
plug
Tony.
and play, or at least be a major contributor. That's what I want out of my first three draft picks.
Let me ask you this, Tony and Wiley
Yeah.
and driver. Is this draft more important than last year's draft?
No,
Well, every draft is important. I think every draft is more important than the year before because you don't know what you're going to get in that draft. You already know what you got in the last draft because they're on the field now. You know what I'm saying? But the unknown is more of a daunting thought than what you already know. That's just my opinion.
I think it depends on the organization. For instance, Philly, right? Even if nobody does anything, like anybody they picked out of draft don't do anything, they're so good as an organization, as a GM, that they got so much depth. It's okay if their picks don't work out for them after this draft because how they're set up for the future. For us, I think it is more important this year than last year, especially when it comes to our contracts and all the people that need to be resigned or need to be let go. So that's why I think this draft is more important than last year.
well, I'm gonna give you my opinion. If we were still sitting around here, and some people is, there's few people are, but not me, that's really still have a doubt about Bryce. I would say that this draft is important. But based on where I've been standing on and letting him develop into the quarterback that I think he could be, I think we hit on every level last year. I think this year is an approach to making sure we show up the depth, and which is you know our rotational pieces. But I'm not like looking forward to this draft to say that we have to come away with a superstar. I think last year draft, which is scored Ramsey and the kicker and the wide receiver, I think all of those guys, has the potential become a Pro Bowler. So that's to me is what we that's a class that we could go back and look at 10 years from now and say that that's probably one of the best draft classes we'd have had in Carolina history. If people want to go to that far fetched, but I think it's gonna be hard to um match that type of uh uh just match that type of draft from last year. And I think this year needs or more of, like I say, or rotational pieces. So and then we're filing, like I said, we might end up at between the 20s and 25. So uh we might not even, like you said, we might just draft best available versus the player that we really need, which is a linebacker. So if they end up drafting the offensive lineman, that's kind of go into the direction of why I chose that this draft isn't as important as the previous draft.
Breaking
Well,
news. Uh, Stephen A. Smith has been removed from the NBA countdown. Dang.
Oh shoot.
what?
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
ESPN has
Here
removed
we go.
Stephen A.
Here
Smith
we
from the
go.
NBA countdown.
And how my mic
Wow.
sound? My mic sound okay to y'all?
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
okay. Okay. But that's to kind of go into that question a little bit, driver. Um, they definitely set a new bar. Um, going forward. What Panther Nation will expect in the draft. Like it's been a long, long, long time since we had a draft like we had last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, what was his name? The old man, David Herney, Marty Herney, Marty Herney. Marty Herney was good, famously known for hitting on first round draft picks. But after that, it was like trying to throw rocks in a soda can. You know what I mean? It was definitely hit or miss second round on through the draft. But I can't remember, and I've been a fan since day one. I can't remember where we actually hit on pretty much every draft pick and undrafted players that we signed uh, in 1 year. That was a hell of a feat
That's
that
a
we
fact.
pulled off and did last year. And even in free agency, like all the guys that we signed in free agency are contributors as well. Let's not forget that.
Yep.
So who should get that praise, Tony? Who should get that praise?
That's Dan Morgan.
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's
okay.
that's
and that's
Dan.
what and you said that the winners I wanted to say, like I say, man, y'all can say it more quicker than I can say it. It take me a little longer. But like I say, man, it's just hard to see that we're gonna repeat that success and the expectations of the fan base go, think it's gonna happen the same way. And people like us, we know it's hard to come away with 4 or 5 starters because I left out Priestley, I left out Jimmy Horn, who potentially could become a starter. So, that's 6 starters that's, and they ceiling is high, so
That's
it's and I just, to come back and repeat the same thing, it's, man, it's highly unlikely, man. That's just my opinion. I hope we do, but I'm not going to set my expectations for that type of success, because that's hard. You know,
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But I
yeah,
think if we got what 9 picks, if we can hit on
It's either 8
six,
or 9, somewhere around
yeah,
there.
if we can hit on 6 of the 9 picks, I'd be happy, man.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
so why, let me ask you this. Remember when I made that trade
Hmm.
earlier? Do you
Yep.
think it's more acceptable that we make that trade now so we could accumulate 11 or 12 picks versus
Uh,
having 9?
it.
And you get what I'm saying? Because it's showing you that if they
Mm,
got more picks and they got chances to really say, you know what? give me 9 to 10 picks. I could come away with 4 starters. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Versus saying that, okay, I got 8 picks and I'm in positions, like I said, we falling
Hey, I'll be
deep,
right back, y'all. I'll be right back,
more
you guys.
Okay.
farther
All right.
behind. I more farther behind, and now the people that we really need, like I said, we need a linebacker, but they got to draft an offensive lineman because it's best available. If we trade our picks, would that give us a chance to get the players that we really need versus trying to just get the best available person? That's the question that I'm kind of asking you and Poppin and Wiley and Tommy.
Well, I'll say this. It depends on the talent that's in the second round, right? Remember, you did in the second round. If the
Right.
talent is, you see, there's enough talent going back like those, well, you about 8 picks, I think, back. Then yeah, you take the chance. Because really, we had got Peter Wood, I think it was, or something. We were going for a linebacker, and we had linebackers still available, so it was fine. It was actually a good good strategy on that one. But that's a hard thing to do, man, because usually the most talented people are at the top of the draft. That's
Hmm.
why. Yep.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
have
why.
and
Go ahead, Pop.
depending how the board is falling, for in order for you to move back, because you can have a lot of quantity and not have quality. So you can move back and get a whole bunch of players, but if they're bust or they can't contribute or if they don't have the IQ or they don't fit your scheme, it's almost like a wasted pick. And then trying to force them to try to pick up what you're trying to display. So it's tricky. I get what you're saying because I also kind of agree with it. Like it could work, especially if you're getting guys that you needed pieces, but that doesn't mean it's going to translate on the field as far as they're going to be any good. So that's what the draft is. The draft is gambling. You're really gambling. Like, but I will say that what they've done in the last 2 years as far as free agency, shout out to Dan Morgan. He is giving us more reassurance that we can kind of give uh give the scout team a little bit more love. The present scout team that's in there, because I know he got rid of
Hmm.
one scout team that was in there before. Which so if they're gonna do something like that, I mean that's a hell of a gamble, and you know how we do in Carolina Pantherland, driver. We're gonna
Oh
give
yeah.
you hell. We're gonna give you hell if these guys don't work out, and they gonna
I,
hear us.
yeah, and I think Dan Morgan bought the necessary time to where he could make those type of decisions because, like you say, you brought up free agency. Um, Milton Williams, he's out now on injury reserve for the next 4 weeks, and I'm not just trying to be caught in the moment, but if we would have paid that one guy, all that money, and then we wouldn't be able to sign the acquisitions that we needed to help fulfill certain positions like the linebacker and the deep nose tackle and the edge because we would have put all of the one. I think he bought his time and credit to him because I think going forward, free agents is gonna look at us as a destination. Might not be the top free agent, but we're gonna get some of
Some.
those next
Yeah.
to the top.
Hmm.
So I think that's uh the key to his success here.
Well, I can't disagree with that because if you think about it, the guys we got are getting to play. So even if you sign a 2 year deal, you're young and you figured that I didn't get a good deal on the other end. But I'm 24. I come out of 2 year deal with Carolina. I'm 26. I still got an opportunity for a big contract. So you can
Right.
get some quality players there.
Is Tony back yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not
I,
yet.
I, okay.
What's up?
No, I just want to throw something out there.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
but I want to see what Tony gonna say with it, because I'm not trying to bait Tony, but I just know Tony.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You gonna slide your.
uh,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
Pop.
Can we do a driver experience and listen and run a quick mock? I'm curious who's there.
Okay. Well, we already got it already set, so here we go.
Yeah, I did what this boy my damn self, man, just to see who they was
Look at
So
you.
left
here,
on
Look
the
at
here
you.
we
board.
go.
Already out here
We
willing and dealing.
Here we go.
Yeah, man.
It's already there. So this we're at number 17. That's who's available. Got a tackle, wide receiver, running back, edge, cornerback, and an edge.
Based
Let's
on what
see.
I done saw so far,
Mm-hmm.
I like that boy out of Texas A&M though. You know, it's just me. I mean, not Texas Tech. I guess he had Texas Tech. David Bailey.
Him.
Yeah, that's who I'll take.
What's his measurements?
I just been watching film, man. I watched a lot of film this morning on him, and I
I'll
went
tell you.
into it like this. I don't like him, so I wanted to find things to like about him. You get what I'm saying? Just on the eye test.
He's six
Uh,
three, 250.
he is what I say Scorton is, but I say he don't really show that like three technique where he could get down all fours, but like as a edge and him overpowering offensive line, I think they're gonna translate. I actually think he'll be something like a Parsons. I'm looking at it. And it's shocked because I don't like his frame.
Mm-hmm.
I
Perfect
looked
size
at him.
for a linebacker. You know, a Michael Week. I mean, depends on how you want to play him. But edge,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
but
I don't know
he's
how
man.
athletic he is.
Man, if you watch film, man, he's giving them boys. I'm talking about moves. The same shit I saw at the Scorden. Cause when I went back and watched Scorden before the draft, I said, let me
Mm-hmm.
go look at him. When I watched Scorden,
Mm-hmm.
to top it off, he was a few games. Few highlights. Like I say, he played against LSU against our best left tackle, and he went like top 10 in the draft. So Scott was eating his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I seen him, I see some similar shit. If they put him on the other side, man, we gonna have a real pass rush.
All right. Gonna take
Yeah,
him.
Mm.
yeah. I mean, he's not the best, but at that, because I looked up three. I looked at the one at Ohio State. That's the one I want. He a true defensive end. But they
Mm-hmm.
got him going like top five. So that ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Yeah, he
happen.
already gone. He already
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. So we got
I'm picking tackle. I know that
And
sounds
this.
crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
I need to have um the protege,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully he's a right tackle. 'Cause that's what I need him for. I need him to be a right tackle to come in behind
I'm
Mo.
gonna I'm asking you this question.
Hmm.
What took away from an Atlanta game in that Panthers game? What was the difference between Atlanta defense and our defense?
Hmm.
I think we clamped down on him after the second half. We made adjustments. Then we went to big nickel and brought Corey Thornton in, so that way you was able to have more rig to be able to, you know, be a little play more free. So I think that was the adjustment from
I
what I
would kind of
remember.
disagree. I would kind of disagree.
That's cool. That's cool.
I saw Michael Pittix go 11 for 13, and he did get sacked. He had time to throw. He had way more much time
I
than
get
Bryce
I
Love
get
because
what you're saying.
I
I get
looked
what
at
you're
the time to
saying.
throw between Pittix and Bryce, and
Uh-huh.
it was quite different. And what I say to that, if we don't draft an edge rusher at the position we at, we gonna suffer in the same shit next year.
But you still got Princely though. Princely still got to develop.
I understand that, and,
You saying this
and
guy's better than Princely? He's better than
right
Princely.
now,
He
yes. Right
and
now,
he's up.
yes.
He,
Is
he
is
he's
a
he's he's close to he's up to he's close to scoring.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
trying to tell you.
I won't be more, I won't be mad at it because I mean, hey, I mean, Wanham is out pretty much. I mean, they could extend him. I'm not gonna say he's all the way out, but he hasn't really. He's been applying pressure, but he hasn't really like made any kind of like impact sacks.
Man,
So
you need, yeah.
he could take Wanham's spot.
He gonna tell. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, man.
yeah.
1-on-1, they giving him if they with the D we got. They gonna have to give him 1-on-1. Just think about this now. If score and keep elevating, you know what Derek
Hmm.
Brown they're gonna do to you. So
Mm-hmm.
he gonna get those 1-on-1 on the end every time, and that's 10 sacks. What Prince ain't giving you, he'll give you that 9, and
Mm.
he'll give you 5. I guarantee, bro. Like I say, I don't like the guy frame, and like I said, I that's what took away from me. But that's something I can see that if he get into that weight room and actually work on his body and get it to more of a natural looking edge, and he got it in him because he's thick. So it's just more of about when you look at him, you see a fucking I see a safety. You if you get what I'm saying, that's
Six
like
three, two
more.
fifty, a safety.
It's if you watch the film, I'm not.
That's crazy.
I'm saying for as a frame. See, his frame ain't built. I think that's the one they was talking about.
He lean. You mean he
Yeah,
lean?
yeah. So it's more of a
I
like
got
he's
you.
built like what is it, Johnny Bravo. If you remember the cartoon Johnny Bravo,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying. Head up top, slim at the bottom. You get what I'm saying.
Got
So
you.
it's more of a like you look at him like man, that guy don't look like, but when the field come on, it's like you looking at one of those safeties coming down, and he's a edge rusher that's doing power moves against the tackles. So I mean, the left and right tackle. So uh
He's stronger than what he looks.
man, it's I promise you, bro, they can't block him.
Well, hey, look, I agree with the pick. Then I'm
Yeah,
gonna take your word.
I'm telling you, man, no
All right.
bullshit.
Okay. We're going with. There we go. Outside linebacker. Edge. Here we go. 36 pick.
Tri-State, Tri-State say he backstage, Wiley. I just
Oh,
want
I
to
didn't
put
see
it
him.
out there.
Okay, I didn't see him. Okay, my bad, Nick.
Nah, I just
Welcome to the
got
show,
here.
brother.
What's going on, fellas?
Tri-State.
Yo,
What up? What up? Uh,
chilling.
driver. I think we gotta take that linebacker, or I know you may not like this one, or that quarterback.
Man, listen here, man. I went down to the quarterback until like fifth round.
Is this a team effort or is this driver doing on his dolly?
No,
We just I'm just
We spitting and
assisting. I don't
spewing?
know. Yeah,
We
we're
just
just
and
spewing.
brainstorming? Got you.
We're breaking players down and
Got you.
because this is my thing, driver.
I'm listening.
We need a backup. We also need competition. And I'm not saying this about Bryce, so don't get me wrong. But he has had some injury histories. We still need somebody that can come in and contribute. You know what I'm saying? If Bryce had a
Pretty sure
season-ending
your boy
injuries on
Mateer
his
is there,
ankle,
Pop.
I like
I'm gonna ask you
Mateer,
this,
but
I
Pop.
like Mateer too.
I'm gonna
I
ask you this,
like him in
Pop.
the next level.
So with that, what
that's
I
why I
what
say
I
either
look
linebacker or this guy. That's how that off of
Yeah.
what we see right here. That's my two choices.
Who'd you take in
at,
the first round?
this is what I say, and I'm gonna bring this up again. What did when we drafted at this point, we gotta look at what has put us back. Was it the seller bid out and we had to swap out the seller? Was it the offensive lineman a guard that we need to swap out? Uh was it what else? Was it a wide receiver that we was missing and we was
David
lacking?
Bailey at 17 is a big boom.
Uh
Big boom.
uh so I just kind of look at when I'm popping and I'm saying that to say I think the
Yeah,
second round is more about what's what you was lacking in far as injury wise. You get what I'm saying?
I
So if
mean
you
that's
have
why I
to
said
go,
linebacker first. I said
yeah.
linebacker. I said linebacker first. I said I take the linebacker from
But
Texas.
But I'm not sold on the linebacker. That's why I threw that out there. I'm letting you know, like, it's not that I take a linebacker, but I'm saying that the center position was in question. So you got the
Now, but no, the center position should never been in question. But K Mays should have been our starting center from the very get go. We went through this already last year with what's two broke legs I call them. And Zabalos took his spot and played right guard this game. Dang, I can't think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. We got him from like I forgot what we got. We got him from the Rams. He's been with us.
oh
Oh,
Austin
Corbett.
Corbett.
Corbett, yes. Center should not have been questioned because we had K Mays. They should have signed K Mays to a long deal.
I
I
mean,
don't think I
trust
don't
me,
think center really is our issue.
I understand that, but I was just, do you think they believe that K Bays is the future sub? Because without,
They ain't got no choice because he's been playing great.
okay, okay. I just
Shit,
want to ask that question.
Bryce got a winning record when Cade Mays is starting in his
Yeah.
career.
That's a fact.
I think Bryce is like 9-8 when Cade Mays starts, and he's like 2-19 when he doesn't.
So what you thinking? What you thinking? What you feeling? You ain't feeling none of these? You ain't feeling the linebacker Anthony Hill Jr.?
No, I know. I'm feeling them now.
As a Michigan fan, Jay Sean Barham, he's nice, bro. And 96, I think that's projecting he's a third rounder. He's nice. And I like Deontay Lawson from Alabama. I mean, Anthony Hill's a problem as far as pass. He could play both the run
That's what we
and
need.
Well,
he could play the pass. Yeah. So
so yeah, I mean, if it's not a safety, because I'm more of a Collins. I honestly, what I took away from Atlanta game on our defense too, for real, I I saw that Evero is limited because it's like, man, how the fuck all these wide receivers just keep getting loose? And I'm looking at the film, I'm like, I think he's like, you know what? I don't got that fucking safety I need, but I'm just gonna, do what's do. I mean, he actually need a safety to be a ball hawk. That's hurting our defense. I'm talking about it's some
Okay.
plays where,
So who do we have a safety right here that's a ball
yeah.
hawk that you see at this pick?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to leave that up to you guys, but I think, yeah, I'm just giving you what I took away because I've been
I
watching a
agree. We
lot of
do need a
film.
ball
You
hawk
know what I'm
safety. We
saying?
do.
Yeah, I
We
was
do.
just watching that Atlanta game. I'm like, what's hurting us so bad? And it's like because like I said, this morning I've been up, watching and trying to figure out for us this Falcon game. I mean, not Falcon, but San Francisco game. But I think Nick Scott is doable, and which we all know. But I think that just showed us clear as day. If he gonna go forward with this type of approach and going to next year, because if we draft a rookie edge, we can't expect so much out of him. I think that safety gotta be important if it, to us this in this draft. So, like I say, man, is something that we gotta sure up for sure.
So who you want right here?
Um, Wiley, what you looking at far as just the direction of the defense? Wiley.
Good talk. Good talk. Good talk.
Oh, I can't hear Wiley for some reason.
Me neither. Me neither. That's why I said good talk. Good talk. Can't hear Wally. Wally on the shitter.
Uh, Probably go that Anthony here, yeah, because I think we're gonna have to, let's see, go to safeties, Wiley, and we'll just look at it once. and just see what how far fit, how far we'll jump to
Ooh,
try
all the
to
way down
draft
to
it.
the 60s.
Yeah, they're gonna be too. They gonna dip. We can wait to get that. Yeah, I think you're gonna be that linebacker, man. They gonna have to go get that guy out of Texas, Wiley, the linebacker out of
Line,
Texas.
linebacker out of Texas.
Yeah, because that'll be an overreach on that safety. Yeah, he'll be that goddamn.
I like Kamari Ramsey. I think he could
I,
be pretty good. NFL. He has great ball skills. His NFL comp has been Kirby Joseph from the Lions. Kirby Joseph just led the NFL in interceptions last year.
yeah,
Hey, I second that motion. He just driver just said how important the safety is. We picked the safety up last year. You know that he still has to, what I'm saying, develop as well. I mean, that'll replenish your safety room for sure. I also want to get help for Derrick Brown though. That's another thing that I'm gonna get him another which probably out of reach, but I want another three tech.
Is Amari Washington there from Oregon? Scroll down a little bit, Wiley.
Yeah, he can just go. He can just pick on the position. It'll tell you exactly where he's at.
Yeah, Evero loves to run that cover three, so someone like Kamari Ramsey would make a lot of sense. True center fielder.
Is Wally there?
yeah. Wiley must step away for a second, but
Yeah. The cleanup lady must have came in there with no clothes on or something. Well, anywho, we'll just keep the conversation moving. What's going on with
yeah,
your tri-state?
yeah. Try, popping out.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, shit. Hey, man, like I say, man, this week gonna be
Sorry about that, team. I got a phone call. Now,
oh,
which
you
one y'all
good?
want to pick?
Go to that we'll move down a little bit and just see who we could say. But he said that deep. Nah, he said Oregon, but nah, I don't really know too much about that D lineman out of Ohio State. I say linebacker Anthony Hill Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought we already took him.
Yeah, I know. Oops. Did I pick? No, I didn't pick him. Okay, good.
Is that
Nah,
safety
here we
that
go.
why they down? Or did they take? Because I think he was what 60. Somebody must took it. Yep, they took his ass too.
Mm-hmm.
He was
What's
out
that?
of
Hold on. What's our picks?
Mm.
All right. So we got edge, linebacker. We're looking for a
Mm.
safety, three
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
tech.
Probably be that best of them ain't the best available. No, go back to the best available, Wiley.
I like
Yeah,
Halsey. I do like Halsey from LSU.
yeah, but that's still like we overreaching.
You got a tackle here, Clemson.
Stroll out a little bit more, Wiley. Let me see what else defense in that range. Ain't no defense in that range. All the
I'm
defense
take
gone.
I'm taking Mateer here then. Yeah, I'm taking Mateer. 'Cause- 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 'cause
Quarterback.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I
Me,
mean, we need a quarterback, backup quarterback though. We gotta have one of those. At least somebody can step in and win some damn games.
Yeah. All right. Now we're here. We got probably that tackle, man. You ain't got no tackle yet, defense or offensive. You got an offensive line draft and no offensive lineman.
y'all think we need
Yeah,
tackle more or guard more?
Both.
s- stroll down a little bit, Wiley, just to see what's out there. Yeah, ain't nothing but offense. We gotta go tackle. I was just trying to make sure there wasn't no defensive player that was in that range, especially like D lineman or something like that.
Nah, they a little farther down. See.
Yeah, they farther down because how it's looking, and I'm just being honest. Like I say, it's looking like a something that's on defense, and like I said, they might end up going quarterback third or fourth round.
Hmm.
So I think that's more of a need than them going third or fourth round as a offensive lineman. You get what I'm saying, Wiley? I mean, I think they'll do it, but I think that quarterback will come first.
They
You get
already
what
got
I'm
the
saying?
quarterback. We already got the
Yeah, I'm just
quarterback.
yeah, I know we do, but I think
Hmm.
I'm thinking like I think that's how they'll think about this situation. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah, try to get a quarterback in the third or the fourth round, somebody who can win. You get what I'm saying? Win some
Hmm.
games. So
We're gonna go right here. Offensive lineman.
yeah, we're gonna have to go prop. I mean, it just depends now, Wiley, because if those wide receivers is better than that offensive lineman, they're gonna go to that wide receiver. And I'm not saying that we need it, but
The problem
if
is
they
this. The problem is your room is full. Who you gonna push out?
I
Uh,
mean,
you can push out what's his name, dude from
I think
Clemson.
Hunter gonna be gone.
Yeah, Hunter Renfro.
Moore gonna be gone. I mean, we got to think about it,
More,
right? We got
Okay,
some
more,
okay,
players.
more,
okay.
more gonna be gone.
You take those two off, right? You still
Hmm.
got Jimmy Horn. You
Okay.
still got but Bryson Tremaine. You got Leggett. You got Trey Tech, and you got who's missing? Leggett. That's
No,
five.
you just said look at
No, we got
Jimmy Horn,
okay.
but
Jimmy
Jimmy
Horn,
Horn developing. Uh, Bryson Tremaine
Bryson.
special team,
He more than special team, but go ahead.
but yeah, I mean
He just don't
you
get the
got
I'm
playing
just telling you
time.
that
Coke.
role, but the difference
Coker,
is though,
Tech,
you
Leggett. That's five.
That's
right.
five.
So if somebody get hurt, or if you using Bryce Tremaine on the kickoff, you got to think about it. That's the point I'm making. Like, it's more acceptable that they go take a wide receiver somewhere about the fourth or the fifth round, but they might take him in the seventh round. You know what I'm saying?
That's more
Like,
like it. That's more like
yeah,
it. The
yeah. I'm
depth.
not saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it that they gonna have to take one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're
The
Just
gonna take
depth
one.
piece.
on, yeah. So I think offensive lineman to be better. Just I'm kind of thinking about it now. How wild is now we starting to think because I'm just looking at it like we gonna need it, but not at this point. I think offensive lineman is more of a need than wide
Yep.
receiver.
Yeah,
So
at
you
this
right
point.
on that, Wiley.
I just
Just
don't
at
think we
this
need a.
point.
I don't think we need
Well, we got to get a
mm,
what you got replacement for
Moten. Yeah,
a backup slash replacement because old boy is gone.
I mean, I'm looking at it like how many offensive linemen have been out this year, and then if you cut Austin like we want to, and then we still got Savala. You know what I'm saying? They still feeling like, okay, is he gonna work? He not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
and
So
Zavala ain't gonna work.
that's what I'm
Hell no.
saying. So I can understand that they do take that approach at this point after drafting a quarterback. You get what I'm saying? That we need an offensive lineman versus that we need a wide receiver. I mean, we need one, but I think we need an offensive lineman more than we need a wide receiver. I
Now
trust Jimmy. Yeah.
we got a safety here. We got two safeties. The wide
Shit.
receivers,
That's
but do you want to go chase?
we're probably gonna go wide, and this is what I say wide. We need a ball hawk. I just can't see us dropping the fifth round safety, and you know this man don't play Ricketts.
Hey,
You got to get him
Nick
a
Scott's a 7th round pick. I mean, even
Mm-hmm.
though we don't like him, but that's what he is.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but he a veteran though, right?
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is to force Evero hand to put a ball like a rookie in. We seeing what it took to get Ramsey on the goddamn field, and he still ain't playing them half of the damn snaps. He ain't playing Corey
Mm.
Thornton. You get what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it
Mm.
like this. If you gonna force his hand, he got to be a high draft pick safety. That's all I'm saying. For him to
Okay.
touch the goddamn field. You know, I'm not saying they can't start. I'm just, based on his track record, you know. So I mean, it's up to y'all on this, but I just don't
I th-
see,
I
you
think
know,
since that we're here where we at, and this, we get a receiver later. We go get the best. Well, we don't know about a lot of these guys. You take the top rated safety,
yeah, Xavier Scott, cause we need him.
and now we where we at?
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? How that other safety stay though? I say easily gonna be a tight. I think they gonna be boy. Ooh,
Now we got 3 picks left, right?
you think we go
Got
safety back to back?
could, but we don't. I think we need another lineman and
I would say
something.
linebacker or guard. I don't know.
And
I could
Perkins.
I could hold off on the linebacker just because if Sherlis keeps doing what
Mm-hmm.
he's doing, and Bam Scott uh shows some more potential, we
We can
might
go
we
right
might
here.
we might be okay.
We can go
Yeah, as a
Logan
backup. Yeah,
Jones,
backup center.
guard center. Yeah.
So I say probably yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
probably
that's what I would go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, why hold up? Now all them damn picks.
Dude, that's next year. That's next year. It's not
Oh,
this
why I
year.
thought they were trying to give us some why?
Nah, that's next year.
Shit.
That's next year. And then look, 95. You got 2 picks left, 195 and 231. And this is what you got. So you got a edge, linebacker, quarterback, tackle, uh, safety, uh, guard slash center. So now I would go best available player. Let's go to best available player here. Now you can get the wide receiver or another safety
Man, I'll
or
probably
corner
end up
or a cornerback.
going. Yeah, I probably end up going wide receiver because Aaron Anderson, man, I'm telling you, man, he's going to be something.
Okay, you want to go with him?
I mean, yeah, Aaron Anderson, yeah, because I just I think he's going to be explosive.
Now, in the last pick we have, I think we should go with they got linebackers here, but those are practice squad guys. Let's see if they got any more linemen. Let's see.
I'm
Yep.
willing to take a running.
L,
I'm
L,
willing to take a running back here too.
Yeah, I was gonna
LSU.
say I'm gonna take that running back, Wiley.
What about LSU?
Brandon Moore, he all right, man, but he ain't. Yeah, he ain't what I expected him to be. That's why he dropped so far in the draft. He supposed to be in the number first round pick. To be
So
honest.
you don't go with another running back here, Virginia.
Yeah, I would, cause I think just to make sure if we going back with Rico or not, I don't know what they gonna do.
So it was all A's, all A's, some A
And
pluses.
I think that what we should do.
That's kind of wild that we got all A's
Mm-hmm.
as a collective group. That's crazy. That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Oh,
And
Nick
I'm
dropped off.
that guy out of Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Now I sure wish we could get that boy that D tackle. Oh my
Mm.
god. I watched
Peter
film on
Wood.
him this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Now, like I say, it's some guys that I want, but I just don't think we go. I don't think they're gonna fall to us.
They
You know,
could.
Driver, I'm willing to jump up to go get him.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Me too. I give up a fourth and a third
Nah, I wouldn't do
just
all
to
that.
move up 5 spots.
Wouldn't do all that.
Man, Peter Wood, that fuck that. He that.
Now I would give up a fourth, not two picks.
Wiley,
You're
this
gonna have to.
motherfucker.
I'm a
You're gonna have
Clemson
to.
fan. I know who he is.
Yeah, yeah. I
You're
know
gonna
you
have to.
know who he is, but
You're gonna have
God,
to.
man, listen here, Wiley. He
Hmm.
sold me.
You're gonna have to.
Nah.
Man, man, that man mushing through motherfuckers.
Hmm.
Yeah, he can line up anywhere on the D line.
And trust me, it ain't much good to say about Clemson. No shot to you, Wiley. But I'm just
Hey,
saying.
hey, 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 hey. Stop all that. Stop all
I
that.
just,
Stop all that.
hey, if we had him
Hmm.
on the side with Scorton, Derek Brown, you mean tell me that you'll be worried about a third and a fourth round pick? Let's be honest with you, Wiley. Be honest with me.
Hmm.
Would you be worried back? You look back a year later and say, "Damn, I missed that third round pick. Damn, I missed that fourth round pick." If
Hmm.
he come and display the same shit he was displaying at Clemson with the Carolina Panthers, would you
Now you
honestly
won't be
say that?
sad. No, you wouldn't be sad if he did that.
Okay, that's all I want to hear.
But he's a little inconsistent. And how big is he? I'm looking. Where he at? He's 6'3", 6'3", 315. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
pretty
Bigger.
good.
saying that. I'm just
Mm.
saying that he ain't no little boy.
No, 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 no. No, no, you're right. You're right on that. You're right on that.
Get him beside Derrick Brown.
That's think about
Now,
it.
now, now you're able to get pressure to the quarterback.
And think about this, Wiley. What those
Hmm.
linebackers gonna be looking like now?
They'll be looking better. They'll be looking better.
10 times better. You
Hmm.
motherfuckers gonna be looking like Ray Lewis out there.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
You know, I'm just you know what I mean.
Yeah, they have a chance. Very true.
And with those, even if they decide to keep uh Wireless and Roseboom, if you had Peter Woods, that shoulder look a lot better.
Very true. Very true. All right, team. I'm getting tired. I had a long night last night. We're gonna close this thing up early today. We ain't gonna do no 5 hours a day, man. I'm wore out, man. Jesus. Let me get y'all
Went too
got
hard
home.
last night. Went too hard.
Hey, man. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe the moon. I don't know what the world that is. I could not sleep last night. Couldn't sleep last night. But yeah. So it's Wednesday. I think we'll hopefully Tony have his stuff set up for Friday so we can look at some film. We can look at some film on Friday. But at the end of the day, I think that Carolina Panthers, uh, we're going to match up good against the 49ers. We're going to look at some film on Friday to see how it look, make sure the numbers match the film. But yeah, that's my opinion. What you think, Pop?
Yeah, I think it's gonna look like another divisional game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna come to scheme and performance, execution. So
Mm-hmm. Well, hey,
we can
line
win it.
up.
It's winnable.
Yeah, if you gotta get if you lined up right and you do in the scheme and you play your position, not try to play somebody else's, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Do it like we did in Atlanta. Talk to me, driver.
Hey man, I just appreciate the show, man. Wiley, you and Tony, y'all getting up, getting it started, popping coming in with his expertise.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Hey man, it was a great show, man. I was anticipating on today to talk about it and reflect on, our success. But like I say, it's time to move forward, man. I think that was
Mhm.
something that the fan base needed. We needed to recover from that horrible performance, the week before. So I think we back, collectively, happy as a fan base, and we're excited about being on prime time. And I'm gonna let you guys know, man, we're gonna come in. It's gonna be another day at the office, and we're gonna whoop that ass. Yeah, yeah, they gonna get that ass whooped.
All
And
right,
and
we'll take
don't,
a closer
hey,
look on Friday.
BTA.
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, we take a closer look on Friday because we'll get to look at some film to make sure what we're talking makes sense to everybody in the chat. Because I couldn't find no crazy work out there. Normally we talk about the team and how much better their talent is than ours, but it's not like that. It's not like that. So y'all know what it is. Another midweek. It's midweek focus. Uh, another straight talk with Wiley and the crew. We got popping up here. We got driving. We got Tony. Hey, I appreciate your guys' support. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out, and we're out, brothers.